deciding factor. Texas down 7-3 in the second quarter. Kevin Nelson fumbles what appears to be a routine carry. Derek Turner recovers for the Baylor Bears. Then Ralph Stockemer scores 14-3 Baylor. Down by 7 late in the game. Todd Dodge of Texas back to pass, but he is intercepted by Thomas Everett. You want to see a good run back? He splits 3 defenders there, gets a little blocking, and goes all the way. The Bears upset Texas 24-10 to throw the Southwest Conference race into a turmoil. Quarter, Anthony Gully tries to throw cross field. It's intercepted by James Flowers. Flowers has blockers in front of him for Texas A&M. 53 yards for an Aggie touchdown, but the point after would be missed. No matter, Jackie Sherrill's team is on top 6-0, looking for the upset. Later in the quarter, Anthony Toney bulls his way in from 4 yards out. 2-point conversion is good, 14-0 Texas A&M. Fourth quarter, Horned Frogs down 28-14. Anthony Shafara hits a wide open Kenny Davis. It's 28-21. But Toney scores his third TD for the Aggies. Texas A&M beats TCU 35-21. And on
the Mustangs of SMU still boast outstanding running back Reggie Dupart and Jeff Atkins. Atkins last year broke the Southwest Conference freshman rushing record of Earl Campbell of Texas. He averages about 4 yards per carry. But Atkins shares his tailback position with Reggie Dupart, who is closing in on his second 1,000-yard season in a row. Dupart averages nearly 6 yards a carry and has rushed for 11 touchdowns. But Raven Caldwell of Arkansas leads the conference's best rushing defense. Caldwell himself has 10 tackles for losses, 5.5 sacks, and has broken up 7 passes. Strength against strength tonight. Arkansas and SMU. At stake could be a trip to the Cotton Bowl. Welcome to the land of opportunity, Texas Stadium. Opportunity for Arkansas and or SMU to go on to the Cotton Bowl, believe it or not. And good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Simpson. Before this afternoon's scores, and you're looking at the scores now, it looked as though Arkansas and SMU would never have a chance to go to the Cotton Bowl. But Baylor upset Texas. Texas A&M took TCU, and Houston won over Texas Tech. And where there were 26 possibilities before, there are now 5 possibilities. Bear with me. I'll run them by for you just once. But yes, we will repeat them again as the game goes on and the score dictates. Arkansas by winning tonight. If Texas and Houston win next week, Arkansas, Paul, would go on to the Cotton Bowl. That's 1. SMU, if they win tonight and Texas and Houston both lose next week, SMU can go. Texas can go if Arkansas loses tonight and Houston loses next week. Houston can go if Arkansas loses tonight and Houston beats Rice next week. And if there's a tie tonight, Houston can go by beating Rice next week.
You have a feeling we were reliving something about a week ago? We were doing the same thing with Auburn and Georgia. Of course, they didn't know because of Florida whether they were going to be suspended or not. It's amazing. And I said this a week ago. I said, if you're talking about that game, then you just put down the sugar bowl and you put the score up and you let it go. Same thing here with the coaches, Jim. Just take a bale of cotton and set it down in front of Arkansas and SMU. The coaches don't have to say anything. They now know how important this game is. We've been lucky.
We have been lucky. A tie. Just remember, between Arkansas and SMU, whoever wins tonight, they would be 6-2 and still have the chance to go on to the Cotton Bowl. And Arkansas, by winning, would have an outstanding chance to go on to the Cotton Bowl. SMU has won the toss and has elected to receive. There's Bobby Collins. He has not lost to Arkansas as head coach of SMU. Arkansas has not won this ball game in the last 4 years. They did tie it once. Last year up at Little Rock, SMU shut out Arkansas 17-0. That was their first shutout in 125 games. The likable Ken Hatfield, he is 7-2-1, surpassing what most thought he would do with his young Arkansas team in his very first year after Lou Holtz departed and went on up to the University of Minnesota. And now you see Greg Horn, who will do the kicking off for Arkansas. And back there you see Kobe Morrison, number 47, the deep man in the middle. And this ball game with a possible Cotton Bowl at stake is underway, and this is Kobe Morrison back in the end zone, and he'll bring it out. down across the 25-yard line, where he is knocked down there by number 39, Eric Whitted. All right, offensively, Don King, number 2, your quarterback. Reggie Dupard, 21, your running back, along with Gary Hashaway, number 8, your fullback. Ron Morris, 23, your flanker. Jeff Jacobs, 14, your split end. Albert Reese, 88, your tight end. Roy Dunn and Dale Hallistray are your tackles. Andrew Campbell, the All-American. Mike Edson, the guards. And Chris Jackson at center. Now we see that Kobe Morrison stays in at fullback. And this is King running with the football, running all the way. Lost the ball, and Arkansas may have it. And getting up very quickly for Arkansas is Tony Cherico, the nose guard. Well, that ball was just up for grabs. King had a lot of room in front of him, and the ball went up for grabs.
He had the ball out in his hand, King, I think, and we're going to look at Cherico now. Take a look at 64. He's going to move down the line of scrimmage. Watch King with the ball. The ball just got it in one hand. Instead of tucking the ball away, the ball just pops out of his hand. Doesn't hit anything. Cherico recovers the fumble. Arkansas ball. Here comes Cherico. Now look, they're double teaming him here. He spins out to the outside. Watch, he sees the ball bounce off a defensive back or linebacker, Mark Leach, 22, and gets it.
And as we come back, Brad Taylor hands to his fullback. Marshall Foreman, 32, gets inside the 30-yard line. Bobby Joe Edmonds, 41, your left halfback. Sammy Van Dyke, 35, your right halfback. James Chabest, 25, your split end. Eddie White, 28, your tight end. Dale Williams and David McGee, the tackles. Ira Wells and Marcus Elliott, the guards, and Andy Epchurch at center. And it'll be second down at about 7 from the 30-yard line. Now we see James Luters has come in and is wide to the right as a wide receiver, replacing Chibest. And again, they give the ball to Marshall Foreman, and Foreman gets inside the 25-yard line. And on him was Tom Linebarger, number 97. Linebarger along the forward wall with him, Jerry Ball, 34, Joe Phillips, 91. Your linebackers, Ron Anderson, 22. T.D. Briggs, 54. Kit Case, 44. Anthony Beverly, he's the good one, 31. Roderick Jones, 1. Reggie Phillips, 5 at the corners. Keith Brooks, 13. Tim Green, 17 at the safety. Ball was kicked off, returned to the 27-yard line by SMU, and Don King fumbled on the first play. Cherico got it. And now it is third down and short for Brad Taylor, and I don't believe he got it, but it could be. We'll wait for the officials, led by Frank Shepard, the referee, to mark the ball. Keith Brooks, the strong safety, made the stop.
He has to get almost to the 22-yard line for the first down. They're going to measure. I don't think he has it.
Well, we said that's Frank Shepard, the referee. The umpire is Marvin Durenberger. Bob Jones is the head linesman. The line judge is Bobby Brooks. Mike Wetzel is the field judge. The back judge is Randy McAnally. Now let us see whether or not the Razorbacks get the first down, and if they do not, how they will play it. And boy, they did not by that much. No score, first quarter. Crowd of about 40,000 expected here at Texas Stadium. SMU, not a big school, about 7,000 undergraduates. And all those possibilities for the Cotton Bowl we gave you were passed on to us by Frank Ducombe, the commissioner of the Southwest Conference. Luther Franklin comes in as another tight end, and obviously Arkansas is going to go for it. So they've got 2 tight ends in White and Franklin, no wide receiver.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't agree with the call, because if you're this close, you put points on the board when you can. But
Carl Miller is also in as a running back, but as expected, Marshall Foreman carries the ball, and again, it all depends on where the head linesman marks the ball. SMU thinks they stopped Marshall Foreman, led by Jerry Ball, the nose guard, number 34.
All right, let's look at Upchurch, Elliott Wells. They're in the middle of that offensive line. There's Jerry Ball, number 34, the nose tackle. You got to remember now where the ball went. If they got it to the 22, and it looks like they have it at the 22.
Made it or not, Ball made it quite a play.
Yes, he did. He's blocked by Elliott, number 56, the guard, but Ball just gets away, gets back in. Look at the strength of Jerry Ball, number 34.
First down, Arkansas at the 22-yard line. 13-11 to go, first quarter. Bobby Collins, successful coach at Southern Miss, and now with his home field here at Texas Stadium. Luters comes out wide to the right. He was born in West Africa, now lives in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. First down. Still no running plays, and there's Carl Miller carrying the ball inside the 30-yard line. And you can see T.D. Briggs, number 54, the initial tackler, along with 44, Kit Case, the other inside linebacker. That's a gain of about 3. Second down and 7. Marks the ball at the 18-yard line. Incredible how Auburn and Georgia, and now SMU and Arkansas, by the virtue of what happened in the afternoon of their games, turned their games each night, last Saturday night and tonight, into just
mass confusion.
Mass confusion and the big bowl at stake. And Foreman again, the ball carrier, and Foreman rams inside the 15-yard line. Now, Marshall Foreman, a distant cousin of George Foreman, is a sophomore out of Houston, Texas. He's very quick, and he's carried the ball more than anybody else in that Arkansas backfield. Tim Green, the free safety, number 17, had to make the stop. And you see Tom Linebarger replacing his shoe down at the 14-yard line. The fumble by King, the recovery by Jericho at the 33 has put Arkansas in early scoring position. And back comes James Shibest. 38 catches for 5 touchdowns. And he comes wide to the right. Third down. And about 2. Taylor, the quarterback. And I don't think he got a fall. I think that's Jerry Ball, number 34, getting up along with Linebarger, who did a good job on him.
Jerry Ball is all over the field. But let's take a look at Eddie White. Now, he's the tight end, number 28. He is blocking on the linebacker on the outside. That's Beverly. He gets his man. But the man that comes across the ball, remember, he's playing nose tackle. Look at this movement down the line. He said to me, don't let him get to your legs. That's how you play nose tackle. He just did that. Did not let the center, I think it was the center Upchurch, get to his legs. Moves down the line of scrimmage and makes the play.
Jerry Ball was an all-state fullback in high school out of Beaumont, Texas. But when he came in about 257, they said, you're not a fullback. You're now playing defense.
It's going to be short.
Again, we've got almost the identical amount to go as we did on the last 4th down play.
Well, there's Ken Hatfield. He's talking over that. What do you want to do? Coach saying, we go for it? Okay, we're going to go for it.
Shibest will bring in the play.
No.
Nope, he's not going to send it in with him.
Franklin.
He's going to send in with Luther Franklin, his tight end. Well, the state of Texas was rocked today. Texas losing to Baylor, TCU losing to A&M. A&M gets Texas next week. That's where Paul and I will be. And Bobby Collins whooping it up for his SMU defense. They thought they stopped him before, but did not. And this time, it is a first down again with Marshall Foreman carrying the ball again. He gets it nearly every time. Briggs led the tacklers, but it's a first down. And placed the ball about the 11-yard line.
Kit Case was in there, number 44. Looks like he's shaken up a little bit. All right, here comes Foreman over the top. That was Kit Case on the bottom, number 44 making the hit. But Foreman picks up the first down. Amazing, this drive. 2 4th down plays in a row. Ken Hatfield said, I want 3, I want 7.
They have gained 22 yards in 8 plays. But they still have a first down, and Brad Taylor is running the outfit. Taylor, and again, Foreman, and you can see Kit Case up top, number 44, in on the stop. And down at the bottom, the man who helped make the play was Linebarger. Oh, it's second down. Give him a couple of yards. Move the ball inside the 10-yard line.
All right, let's just watch this whole close now. Here comes Foreman in, and here comes Kit Case, number 44. But there was a hit down the line. I couldn't see the number on it. It might have been Linebarger on the bottom that made the play.
You never know, but if Arkansas should score, their defense has only given up 1 touchdown in the last 17 quarters. So points are precious to get on the board or keep off the board, depending on which side you're on.
That was Foreman again, and Jim, he didn't go anywhere.
They run him all the time. He has almost, he's got over twice the amount of carries coming into tonight's game of any other back in the Arkansas backfield. Coming into tonight, he was 169 carries, and the closest to him was Derek Thomas, who backs him up with 78 carries.
Jim, they're taking out the tight end, Eddie White, and now they're going with Luters and Shibest, the 2 wide receivers. Here we may see some type of a rollout pattern.
It is third down and 6 to go. And time has been called Arkansas. 9:25 to go. It has all been played in SMU territory. First quarter, but still no score.
Those terrific tummies. They have no idea what some tummies are put through. From bending, and binding, shaking.
Tonight's Arkansas SMU game from Texas Stadium brought to you by Jeep Corporation. There's a feeling you can get only in a Jeep. The ball is at the 7-yard line, 3rd down and 6 to go. Sheebest goes wide to the left. Jamie Luters comes to the right. And Taylor being pressured back, and it's going to be thrown all the way back to the 29-yard line. Incredible. Ron Anderson, the linebacker on the left side, number 22 from Loveland, outside of Lubbock, Texas, made the big play for SMU.
Well, Jimmy, you know, the quarterback here, Brad Taylor, you don't do this. Dump the ball. Do whatever you have to do, but don't try to run away from a strong linebacker like Ron Anderson, who's got excellent speed. Throw the ball away.
And now Ernie Villarreal will try a 46-yard field goal. 32 has been his longest this year from 46 yards out, and they come away with nothing. 2 first downs after getting a fumble at the 33-yard line, and Arkansas fails to score on the big play by Ron Anderson and the misjudgment by Brad Taylor, fading back, well, nearly 20 yards before he was tackled. No score. When we come back, SMU's got the ball with no damage. 6 minutes and 20 seconds went off the clock, and SMU got a scare, but only lost 4 yards after the fumble. Now Don King will go again with Reese in motion. He hands the ball off to Dupart, his tailback, who gets across the 30-yard line to about the 33-yard line, where the tackle is made there by Nick Miller, number 47, an inside linebacker. Mark Lee, 22, Gerald Jones, 76. Cherico, 64, the nose guard. He recovered the fumble. Beecham, 99, and 84, Raymond Caldwell. Watch him along the forward wall. David Basil, 53. Miller made that tackle, 47, the inside linebackers. Kevin White, 7. Kevin Anderson, 2, the corners. Nathan Jones, 20. Greg Lasker, 3, the safeties. And King now pitching out to Dupart, and look out, he's got the first down across the 40-yard line. Across the 40-yard line goes Dupart, with Basil making the stop.
Jim, this is just great timing between King and Dupart. Now watching, here comes Dupart. A little fake to the left, they're going back. That ball is flipped out. Now watch his move. Now he sees the hole, gets a good block by Reese, number 88, who is the tight end. Dupart picks up the first down.
Now again, remember that Arkansas is #1 in the conference against the rush, and SMU outweighs them in the line about 40 pounds per man. King still with another bad pitch. And Dupart holds on to it at the 44-yard line. It is 2nd down and 9.
Smart thing by Dupart that time. He knew that he had to get the ball first, and don't get fancy. Just hold on to the football. You see Dupart, he'll dive at the ball, hold on to the ball. Don't worry about picking up any yardage. You're only going to have 2nd down. And here's the pitch. It's way outside. I told you he had good hands at the beginning. He's got good hands. Gets the football. And he still picked up a yard and a half.
2nd down 9, and the miracle man, speedster Bobby Leach, is wide to the right. And Reese goes in motion and now stops on the right side as a tight end. King hasn't thrown yet. Doesn't look like he's going to throw now, and just does get back to the line of scrimmage. And that was about all. And there's Raven Caldwell, who made the stop, number 84. Caldwell, coming in tonight, had 10 tackles for losses, 5.5 sacks, recovered 4 fumbles, and broke up 7 passes. That's all conference play. But now it is 3rd down and about 8 to go from the 44-yard line. No score, first quarter.
Just looking at Arkansas that time on 2nd down and 8. One-on-one coverage, man-to-man on the outside.
Now 2 wide receivers to the left. 3rd and 8. King must throw here. Has the time and has the man, and overshoots his man. Downfield, Ron Morris, number 23. And it's 4th down, and SMU has had a minimum of plays tonight. This is just their 5th offensive play of the night. They got to kick the ball away.
Now he does overthrow Morris, Ron Morris here. When you see it downfield, Morris is open. All he has to do is get the ball to him. There's just no way, unless he was 6 feet 12, to get it.
Dodge Carter to kick the ball away, and a very good Bobby Joe Edmonds there to return the ball. He's got a lot of speed, and you're seeing some of that speed now. And look out, SMU. Dodge Carter's a man with the angle and knocks him down. The punter has to take down Bobby Joe Edmonds. And Arkansas gets the ball again in SMU territory.
I want to give credit here to the punter. Missed tackles along the line right here. They just do not touch Bobby Joe Edmonds. But watch what Dodge Carter does. As the punter, he's the last man. Now he's got to make him force himself to the inside. That's what he does. He gets a block. He's waiting for help from his other people. Good play by the punter.
Good play by Bobby Joe Edmonds. Ball is at the 42-yard line. And we now have Derek Thomas in as your fullback, and Sammy Van Dyke in as a halfback, and Taylor back to throw. Taylor in trouble again, gets the ball up for grabs, and over here is Seabass with the catch at the 22-yard line. First down, Arkansas.
Remember, this man averages 18.6 yards per catch, and that's Jimmy Seabass. But watch this by Brad Taylor. Here's where a wide receiver outruns the football. Taylor's being rushed. That's Kit Case, number 44. But watch Seabass outrun the football, grab it, gets both feet in bounds. You only have to have one. Just a super catch.
At the 22-yard line, the Razorbacks, should they win tonight and Houston and Texas win next week, they would go to the Cotton Bowl. As it is, they're scheduled for the Liberty Bowl. And there goes Derek Thomas getting inside the 20-yard line. And that is T.T. Briggs, number 54, who makes the stop at the 17. It is second down and 5. 5:45 and counting. First quarter, no score, but thus far it's been all Arkansas. Miscues by SMU, and a good punt return by Bobby Joe Edmonds. Ken Hatfield. Speaking of punt returns, as we said, he led the nation in punt returns for Arkansas in 1963 and 4. Carl Miller's come back in, and that is Thomas, the big fullback, being dragged back by J.T. Briggs and Kit Case, and down at the bottom, Jerry Ball. Bobby Collins' team still has a chance for the Cotton Bowl also. If you did not hear, Texas lost, Texas Christian lost, and Houston won this afternoon in the Southwest.
Jim, look at 34, Jerry Ball. Watch this. He gets off the guard and makes the play. He's just an outstanding nose tackle. He's one of the best that I've seen in a long time.
Another third and short for Arkansas. They've had a few of these tonight. Looters is wide to the right. And they give the ball to Thomas. Nope, that's Brad Taylor hauling it back in. He does not get the first down. You can see Anthony Beverly 31 and Tim Green 17 over there. And Ron Anderson was also in on the play.
They'll be a yard short. Now what? We're in a fourth down situation again.
We've been here before.
Yeah. This is the third time we've been in this situation.
Fourth down and short.
They're going to go again?
Remember, one time they made it. The second time, Brad Taylor was thrown way back. But the third time, I should say, they made it the first two. Brad Taylor was thrown back on the third time, and now for the fourth time, we've got fourth and short. Bobby Joe Edmonds checks back in. Thomas remains the fullback. Carl Miller, the other halfback. And that is Bobby Joe Edmonds, and he's got the first down to the 10-yard line. There's T.D. Briggs hanging on, but his first and goal to go, Arkansas.
One of the few times you see the backs carrying the ball for Arkansas, because the fullbacks, Thomas and Foreman, have been carrying it. Watch a little cross action. The fake to Thomas. Bobby Joe Edmonds back to this side. T.D. Briggs, 54, is in there, but they already have the first down. Now they're at the 10. Now we cannot get a first down, Jim. They have to score because they're at the 10.
T.D. Briggs is the leading tackler, and you can see why in the first, 10 minutes, 11 minutes of this ball game thus far. It is first and goal to go, Arkansas. Oh, they lost the football, and SMU may have it. May have it. Or did Thomas fall on it? He fell on it, and he'll get up. Oh, it is second down and goal to go from the 11.
Watch this, Jim. They hold up Thomas. Here's the handoff to him. They hold him up there right at the line of scrimmage. Now watch. When they're holding him up is when they're going to, again, Jerry Ball, 34, and then they strip the ball away, but he falls on top of it.
I tell you, you probably heard while Paul was talking a little booing because they marked the ball inside the 10, giving him the forward progress over the line of scrimmage, even though he wound up on the 11-yard line. It is still second and goal from inside the 10. Brad Taylor got time, looking to the end zone. Seabass, what a catch, touchdown. His sixth touchdown catch of the year. Roderick Jones, the man who was beaten, if you can call a great play like that, beaten.
Roderick Jones, I'll tell you, Shebest just turns him around. Had no idea where Shebest was going. He goes back to the outside. Brad Taylor is throwing to Shebest all the way. But watch now, Jones is not even that, he's not that close. On that replay, it looks like he is, but the ball was thrown so far out to the outside that Jones had no chance to get to it.
And now Villarreal adds the extra point. Arkansas very stingy in allowing points, and they've got 7 points of their own. They know what's at stake, the possibility of the Cotton Bowl, and so does SMU know what is at stake. But SMU thus far has not been able to move the football at all.
Shebest, we talked about these two guys at the beginning of the show. Jim, Shebest is so good. But here we see Brad Taylor now. He's going to play action pass, drop back. Now watch, he's looking for Shebest the entire time. Roderick Jones, number 1, is trying to cover Shebest. Just no contest. He turned him to the inside, broke back to the outside, and then Shebest makes a great catch. Here it is now. Here's the shot from the end zone. You see the play action fake right there, the Thomas, number 40. And Brad Taylor, again, only looking at Shebest, not looking at the outside on his left, just to his right. But watch where the ball's put. No chance for Jones.
Now Greg Horn will kick off. Bobby Morrison is the deep man. Last time Morrison returned to the 27-yard line. This time he's got a running start at the 5. He's already across the 20 and gets out to about the 26-yard line. Well, time is called here. 2:47 to go. And Taylor's throwing the ball very well, but Shebest hasn't had an easy catch to make tonight, and he's made all of them. Arkansas 7, SMU nothing. And SMU will try to get something going when we come back to Texas Stadium.
When we...
2:47 to go, first quarter. SMU has had 1 first down only. That was on the good run by Dupart, but Don King has had a rough night thus far. He's fumbled the ball away and has made a bad pitch. And he's overthrown a man downfield in the middle. But he's a good one. He leads the Southwest Conference in total offense. Now he hands the ball off, and it looks like that is Jeff Atkins who is back in there now, and replacement for Dupart. And that's who it is. Atkins, the man who last week, or I should say last year, broke the freshman rushing record of Earl Campbell of Texas.
Jim, if I were King, when we're looking downfield on the pass to the overthrow to Morris, take a look at when your backs go through on the fake. The linebackers are dropping so far off, they're giving the backs about 8 yards.
Marcus Pleasant is wide to the left. Reese goes over to the right side. And here's Atkins again, being pursued, and that's a pretty good shoestring tackle by Nick Miller, number 47, but not until Atkins picks up the first down. Ball at the 37-yard line.
This is Andrew Campbell, number 67, the guard. The tackle's also done is pulling, but he goes to the outside. They make their block. All they have to do is cut down the linebacker, Mark Lee, number 22. They get him. Now you got to move to the outside. Miller is the inside, weak side linebacker. He makes a shoestring tackle, but first down.
Pleasant this time goes wide to the right, and David Abramson comes to the left. Adamson, rather. And here's King rolling out this way, and he's going to run for football. And can't get much. Gets across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. King thought he had more room to operate, and as it turns out, he does pick up about 5 yards, so that's not bad. So let's give him the 5 yards.
And when he ran that ball, when he got to the outside, Jim, his tight end, Albert Reese, number 88, he set up the block for Reese. Reese made the block, and that's what helped him get the 5 yards.
A reminder that next week, Texas A&M and Texas ball will now be down in Austin, 7:30 Eastern time. Texas still has a chance to go to the Cotton Bowl, but it's a glimmering after Baylor upset them today. 2nd and 5, and the up man takes it, and that's the fullback, Hashaway. And Hashaway is very close to a first down. Tackle made in there by Eric Whitted, a freshman in at linebacker, number 39.
Andrew Campbell, 67. They say he is their best lineman. Watch, his job is to get out on Basil, number 53, the linebacker. He does that. You see Basil standing there. He can't make the play. And I think we have a first down.
He's got the first down. Andrew Campbell is an All-American. He's already made All-American very quick, and this is the 23rd game he's played in Texas Stadium. And only the Dallas Cowboys or any member of them can say that they've played that many or more. No other collegian can say that. In the series, Arkansas has won 28, SMU 26, 5 ties. But remember, SMU has not lost in the last 4 meetings. They won 3 of them, shutting them out last year. There's been a tie. The Mustangs trying to get something going now. That's Ron Morris, the man in motion. And King pitches out to Atkins. Oh, good play over there by Kevin Wyatt. Kevin Wyatt, the cornerback, number 7, came up and made the play. By the way, Kevin Wyatt's father, when I got him, his father was John. Remember John Wyatt, pitcher, New York Yankees, Kansas City, Boston. Good pitcher. And this is a good young football player.
Yes, he is. But Kevin Wyatt, what they do is when they had Morris in motion, they released Morris to the safety. You see that, and you see the corner come up. That's good play by the defense. That's why they're number 1 against the rush. But when you release the receiver going downfield to the safety, the corner has the support, and he did it very well.
Jeff Jacobs is in and is wide to the left as Morris is in motion. And they give it a tailback, and the flag goes down. Quickly picked up by Andrew Campbell. I assume that was a flag as opposed to something out of his pocket. But I don't see the officials conferring, so it may have been something out of Andrew Campbell's belt because he quickly picked it up. I thought it was a flag, but obviously it was not. Jacobs going out.
Bobby Collins told us we're going to throw the ball more, which they have not done. Let's take a look. Look at the weight here. There's your difference. Whoa. Almost 40 pounds.
Last play of the first quarter. King throws and has his tight end Reese. And Reese has the first down as the quarter ends. So SMU at the end of 1 quarter is trailing Arkansas by the score of 7-0. But on that pass to Alvin Reese, they do have a first down. They moved into Arkansas territory. Jim Simpson, Paul McGuire, Texas Stadium. First down, SMU on the 35 of Arkansas. We begin the second quarter. SMU trailing 7-0, and there's Jeff Atkins getting down to about the 31-yard line. That'll be second down and 6 from there. The probability of a Cotton Bowl, the possibility of a Cotton Bowl for both of these teams. And the Cotton Bowl, Arkansas goes if they win tonight, and Texas and Houston win next week. That's right, win next week. SMU goes if they win tonight, and Texas and Houston lose next week. Other Cotton Bowl possibilities. Texas can go if Arkansas loses tonight, Texas wins next week, and Houston loses next week. Houston goes if Arkansas loses tonight, and Houston wins next week. We'll keep doing that.
And about a tie, you're not going to touch that, huh?
That's still Houston. That's still Houston. You ask, and you shall receive. You ask, what if there's a tie? Well, if a tie, Houston goes if they win next week against Rice. You had to ask. It's incredible. The ball's at the 35-yard line, all set up by the Texas loss today and the TCU loss today. 26 possibilities for the Cotton Bowl before today. Now there are 5, but before today, Texas with the odds-on favorite. Texas with the odds-on favorite to go. And now, a lot of things that have to happen before the Longhorns can go. Third down for SMU, and King to throw. Got his man across the way, and that is a first down. And that is Jeff Jacobs, the split end, who caught 2 touchdown passes last week. SMU trailing by 7 on the move inside the 25.
Jim, we talk about there's holding almost every play. Watch this. 51 Edson. Now, you think he's holding? Nah. Watch. I'm going to tell you something. That is not holding because you're allowed to get your hands out in front. That's the case. They've given everything to the offensive lineman and taken away a lot from the defensive lineman. You can get your hands in front.
Morris left and Jacobs to the right. And going straight ahead is Dupart, who's back in there, and a flag goes down on the play. Dupart and Atkins, they have no fears at all of substituting one for the other or playing one longer than the other. They're both outstanding tailbacks. Frank Shepard will tell us it is holding, and that'll march them back. While they march them back, Virginia and Purdue in the Peach Bowl, Army, Michigan State are in the Cherry Bowl, Georgia, Florida State going to the Citrus Bowl. The Rose Bowl, of course, has USC and Ohio State. Holiday Bowl on ESPN, BYU and Michigan. Orange Bowl, Oklahoma and Washington. Hall of Fame Bowl, Wisconsin and Kentucky. Sugar Bowl, Nebraska and Auburn or LSU, depending on next week. California Bowl, Toledo and UNLV.
Offense, still first down.
And that's on ESPN. Independence Bowl, Virginia Tech and the Air Force. That's on ESPN. The Aloha Bowl on ESPN. They're here tonight to offer to SMU, win or lose.
I got a statement I want to make about that Holiday Bowl.
Okay. First down. And 20 to go. King still with the football, pitching to Dupart, and Dupart gets down to about the 26-yard line. And he is tackled there. Tackle made by Nathan Jones.
All right, here's the man outside. This is the rover. Nathan Jones, look at that. They're coming out on the outside. Nathan Jones, number 20. Number 23, Ron Morris. That's a good play. What I was going to say about the Holiday Bowl, I know it's not a lot of money, but you're playing Brigham Young, who was the #1 team in the nation. I can't believe that a lot of teams didn't jump on that game, forfeit the money, play the #1 team in the nation, beat him, and next year you got all the television.
There's King on a quarterback draw, but he's got to take it outside, and there's Raymond Caldwell making another good play. And now it is third down and long. Excuse me, did I hear you say forfeit the money?
Well, you know.
I know what you mean, but you know when someone says the payoff here is as opposed to payoff there is.
Yeah, but I would want the opportunity to play the #1 team in the nation, which is Brigham Young. They won today. They are the #1 team, the only team undefeated. Go for it.
Aesthetically, I agree with you, but let's for sake of argument, how are you going to pay the bills? You know you got to pay bills in athletic departments too.
Oh, okay.
Third and long. Arkansas leads 7-0. King back trying to do something. Hasn't Matt Jacobs, who cannot hold on to the ball at the 7-yard line. Jeff Jacobs had the ball there and did not hold on to it. And it's fourth down. And on comes their field goal kicker, Randy Brownlee.
Let's watch Don King in action now. Not only can he run, but he can throw the football. Watch this now. He goes back. He's set up. You got to come straight through. He comes forward. And that ball was right on target. That's a good throw. Jacobs just dropped the football.
Brownlee has taken over in recent weeks for Tomas Estave, and it's 2 for 3, and this will be an attempt of 43 yards. And the only time he's been this distance out, he has missed. From 43 yards out tonight, he has made it. And with 11:48 to go in the second quarter, Brownlee gets SMU on the board. Arkansas leads by 4. Tonight's game from Texas Stadium, Dallas, brought to you by the 4,200 investment executives of Payne Weber in more than 285 offices nationwide. Thank you, Payne Weber. Again, if Arkansas wins tonight and Houston and Texas win next week, Arkansas goes to the Cotton Bowl. If SMU wins tonight and Texas and Houston lose next week, look out for the Mustangs. Carl Miller, the deep man for the kickoff. The first kickoff of the night for SMU. Van Dyke is on one side, and Calcagney is on the other.
Say that with respect, Calcagney, Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio. I would know that, but this is going to be Carl Miller at the 4 if he can pick it up. Finds a little running room and gets out across the 15-yard line. Arkansas leading by 7-3. First down. BYU this afternoon, remaining #1, 38-13 over Utah State. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State, Donnybrook for a while, and the Sooners pulled away and go into the Orange Bowl. South Carolina was trailing by tons to Clemson and pulled it out, 22-21. Here's the upset that got this Southwest Conference going. Baylor manhandled Texas 24-10. Notre Dame probably go to the Aloha Bowl. They beat USC 19-7. First down, and the fullback carries the ball again. Marshall Foreman. And it looked like Reginald Ballard, number 42, was in, one of the freshman linebackers out of Galveston, to make the stop.
Jim, you must have good offensive linemen. You got Upchurch, Wells, Elliott, McGee, Williams for Arkansas, because you mentioned at the beginning of this game, Arkansas's fullbacks carry the ball the majority of the time. So the up blocking by the guards in the center, it's mandatory that they get their men. Again, fullback.
For a couple of yards. And that is third down. Danny Nutt, if we didn't tell you, is now the quarterback in there. And remember, they will alternate them. Brad Taylor is closing in on the total offensive mark for a career at Arkansas, but he got hurt last week, and Nutt finished up. And in good fashion, they beat Texas A&M 28-0 last week. Matter of fact, both teams had shutouts in their games last week. Chibest and Luders and Calcagni all alternate coming in there. Here's Nutback for his first throw. Swings it out here. Wow! Down goes Bobby Joe Edmonds. Fumbled the ball, and it looks like SMU has got it, and they do. Roderick Jones is the man who hit him.
Hit him? He almost decapitated him. I've seen some hits, and he knows he hit him. Bobby Joe Edmonds is up, and he's coming off the field. There's a tough man, but watch the timing by Roderick Jones. Catch, bang, right now, and I'm telling you, look at that ball come out.
Now let's see if we can see who got the ball. If we can, well, we'll try and see if we can get it on this one.
Well, look at here. Now, you see Bobby Joe Edmonds, he takes a couple of steps. He puts the ball away. Now, is that number 35 that gets the ball?
I think Monty Goen did get the ball.
Goen gets the football. Wow.
SMU inside the 20, flag down. King picks the ball out. And no gain there by Dupart. So let's see what the story is. Wyatt came up to make the hit, but the flag went down almost immediately, and Frank Shepard is the referee who will tell us why. A legal procedure charged against SMU, so they had a first down inside the 20. This will move them outside the 20. What a hit by Roderick Jones.
Oh, Jim, you talk about perfect timing. He reads it all the way. Taylor sees the man coming out, Bobby Joe Edmonds, but watch this hit. And that is a clean football hit. He put that helmet right in the shoulder pads. Bobby Joe Edmonds looks like he's shaking up there, but he came off the field. He's all right. He may not know what day it is, but he's all right.
Ball was recovered at the 18-yard line. Now they're going to move back to the 23, and there's the fellow that hit him, Roderick Jones, who is a cornerback, a junior out of Dallas. And my little note is, quote, number 1, Jones has speed, and number 2, makes, quote, the big play. Did he make a big play there? 7-3 Arkansas, but SMU refuses the penalty, so it'll be second down at 10 from the 17-yard line.
Now, SMU, I figured Arkansas was going to refuse it because they didn't gain any yardage. It's second down. Well, now what are they going to do? Now they're talking it over again.
They refused it and marked it at the 17. Now they're coming, well, they're going to mark it on this side of the field is what they're doing.
They refused the penalty, which is smart because they didn't gain anything.
Arkansas, SMU. Bobby Leach goes wide to the left. Marcus Pleasant to the right. King gets some good blocks and being pursued and will get out of bounds over there. Run out by Nathan Jones, a strong safety.
Nathan Jones is just waiting on him, Jim. He wanted to give him a shot. Take a look at Nathan Jones. Now, here comes Don King to the outside. Really no one to throw the ball to. Everyone was covered. Dupart gets an excellent block on Jones, number 76. But watch, here it comes. Nathan Jones put that helmet to helmet, and that's smart.
Third down and 5. 3rd and 5. Pleasant goes wide to the right. Mark Morris to the right, I should say. Pleasant to the left. And King back to throw. King looking. King, oh, the hit is put on, and I don't believe Pleasant is going to be called with a completed pass. Pleasant was hit so hard, he just dropped the ball, and he is slow in getting up, but it is 4th down, and that will bring on Brownlee again. He has just hit on a 43-yard field goal. This will be much shorter than that.
Now watch King, Jim. This is talking about that big offensive line. He has all day to throw the football, just to pick out his receiver. Pleasant's going to come across the middle, and does he take a shot? You talk about some hitting. These two teams are pounding each other.
28-yard field goal attempt by Brandy Brownlee. He's given SMU their only points thus far tonight. Dodge Carter, the holder. Brownlee puts it up and through. The field goal is good. 9:38 to go in the first half. Arkansas, with the inside track to the Cotton Bowl as they win, leads by 1.
Finally, there's
5 yards after recovering the fumble by Goins, and Brownlee adds his second field goal of the evening, and it is 7-6. Remember, next week, Paul and I will be down in Austin, Texas A&M, with reports of what's going on in the Houston-Rice game as the Cotton Bowl is up for grabs. That is Carl Miller, the man who is deep. And ready to kick off is Tomas Estave. Good ball game. As Paul said, a hard-hitting ball game. Both teams know exactly what's at stake as a result of this afternoon's scores. Miller in the end zone, and he is going to bring it up. 15 and to about the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Arkansas. And I'm looking down, Paul, because I haven't seen the quarterback break out there yet. We're looking to see whether it's Nutt or Brad Taylor. It will be Danny Nutt. He's just now coming on the field. You're looking across the field at Bobby Collins, the head coach of SMU.
And also, Bobby Joe Edmonds is back in the ball game. He's tough.
Ball is at the 19-yard line. We've got 9:33 to go, first half. James Shebest, who's caught the touchdown pass for Arkansas, goes wide to the right. This is the so-called flex bone, and that is Nutt pitching the ball out there to Miller, and Miller, there's that man Roderick Jones again with a little help from Monty Goen. That combination caused the fumble and recovered the fumble when Bobby Joe Edmonds had the ball moments ago.
Jim, what is happening, you've got Phillips, Ball, and Linebarger, the interior linemen, 91, 34, 97. Their job is the fullback because they give them to him most of the time. The rest of the people, when you have Anderson out there, breaks the linebackers, Case and Beverly, the linebackers, they take the quarterback and the pitchman and let the pitchman go to the cornerback, Jones that time. If they come the other way, it'll be Phillips on that side, and they're playing it very well.
Plays are brought in by the wide receiver, so Looters is in there now. Nutt pitches the ball back to Miller. Miller down the sidelines and has the first down out near the 30-yard line. Knocked out by Kit Case.
Bobby Joe Edmonds is the other halfback. Now, that's Miller, one halfback. Bobby Joe is the other one. Of course, the fullback's in there. Now, here's his block. His job is to get downfield in front of the ball carrier. All he's got to do is get a piece, and that's Jones he's blocking on. He does that, but Case number 44 comes in and makes the play.
Let me tell you something, Paul. If you didn't notice it, we all know that Arkansas, or I should say SMU, is 14 or 15, depending on which poll you read. But Arkansas playing here for a possibility and a really good one of going to the Cotton Bowl, not even in the top 20 with a 7-2-1 run. There's Nutt. Puts it out there and up, and the ball is, almost intercepted and almost off. Theo Young was the intended receiver. He is a tight end. The ball bounced off of his chest, and a couple of fellows, including Roderick Jones, had a chance at it.
Tim Green, the free safety, number 17. And we're going to look at Roderick Jones here, but Green, take a look at him. He waited and played the man. This ball hits right into Jones's hands, can't control it. But Green, the safety, playing on Young, waited for him to get to the ball. Just a good play by the safety. Might have had a chance to come around in front and take it away.
On second down, two wide receivers in there, and Nutt back to throw, setting it up and throwing out and completing the ball across the way to Bobby Joe Edmonds. And that is not quite enough for the first down, I don't think. What a yard shot.
With Bobby Joe Edmonds, here comes Jones. When he catches the ball, he knows he's going to get hit. There's Jones throwing Shebest away. Look at Bobby Jones. He's stuck and he knows Jones is going to hit it.
Oh, it is third down and short, and now we see Luther Franklin coming in as another tight end. And you've seen that around in the Orange Bowl and other bowls. Suey Pig, the hats they wear for the Razorbacks of Arkansas, leading by 1 now. Halfway through the second quarter, and Nutt pitches the ball out, and squared off of Bobby Joe Edmonds as Keith Brooks makes a great play there. And Arkansas will have to kick the ball away.
Oh, he does. Keith Brooks, number 13, just reads it well. He's got his band. Now watch how they play it all the way down the line of scrimmage. The fullback's taken. All right, there's Beverly, 31, takes the quarterback. Brooks comes up, number 13, and takes Bobby Joe Edmonds. That's a beautiful play.
They went off the block of Carl Miller and made the big play. Now Greg Horn will kick the ball away to Andrew Livingston. Livingston, good punt returner, but no place to go at all there. He's knocked down immediately at the 30-yard line. 7:14 to go in the half. 7-6 Arkansas.
That's Greenwood.
10, SMU at their own 31-yard line. Atkins is the tailback. He's got the football, and he's got a huge hole. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a foot race of Lasker getting the angle and pushing him out of bounds. But that's all the way down to the 16-yard line. First down, SMU deep in Arkansas territory.
All right, Jim, there's Basil, the linebacker. Take a look at it. He's gonna get blocked right there. Actually, he falls over his own man. Dunn, 79, comes in. The man that got a great block was Albert Reese, number 88, the tight end. Now you see Atkins down. Lasker, number 3, has the angle on him. Brings him out of bounds. They're at the 17-yard line. What a beautiful play. What a hole.
Big play, big hole. Dupart replaces Atkins. Dupart's got the ball. Another big hole, and he can score, and does! SMU goes in the lead for the first time tonight.
Jim, I can't believe the 2 holes we've just seen. The one on the run by Atkins, Dupart comes back, but look at the hole. Once he gets through the line of scrimmage, look at Campbell. Andrew Campbell gets a sensational block on the outside, and that's on Gerald Jones, number 76. And there's Dupart in the end zone. Just a beautiful play, and the hole was wide open. No linebackers to be found.
Now, for some reason, Paul, they have called time. They go for the 2.
I think
I
so.
would assume they sent out the kicker, and then they call time.
Take a look at, they buried Basil. Campbell gets a block on Jones. I want to see that one more time from there, and if we can freeze the block on the right-hand side of your screen to Jones, then it was just beautiful. From that angle there, it just shows the hole open up. It was just an excellent block, blocking by the entire line. But look at on the right of your screen, the left guard. You see Campbell? He gets it, freeze it right there. You see Campbell's blocking Jones out. They sealed the inside. Nick Miller, the linebacker, never got there, and here's Dupart in the open field, just running over people into the end zone. That was Anderson, number 2, Kevin Anderson, to try to tackle him. No dice.
One of the reasons why Andrew Campbell is an All-American. But remember, Randy Brownlee was out to add the extra point to make it 13-7, but then Bobby Collins figures why 13-7. Touchdown puts them ahead anyway. Why not go for 2, and then they got to go for 2 themselves if they're to go ahead.
I'll run that play again.
That is just the, what is that, the second touchdown in the last 18 and a half quarters given up by Arkansas. Atkins, the man in motion, they're going for 2. King dropping straight back. Looking over, has a couple of men open and hits the man Reese. And so with 7 minutes to go in the ball game, SMU now has the lead by a bona fide touchdown, 14-7 over Arkansas. And now Arkansas will get the ball back, but they gave up big yardage to SMU. Arkansas has just given up its 6th touchdown rushing the ball all year, and Dupart did it.
Now take a look at this. Yeah, watch. Now King's back to throw. Jim, you will not see a white shirt near him. He's got all day. That's that big offensive line. Even when he throws, you don't see any shirts. Now, Reese is there in the end zone. He's got time to find the big tight end. That's beautiful. And here's his reaction. That's right. We got it.
Tell you what, Paul, I said the first touchdown given up by Arkansas in the last 18 and a half quarters, only the 6th rushing touchdown given up all year. They're number 1 in the nation. They just broke 2 long runs, number 1 in the conference, 2 long runs against them, and SMU already has 131 yards rushing the football. And this is Miller at the 2. Arkansas needs to get something going.
See that block by Cal Cagney?
Yep. And Jed Martin made the hit, the freshman fullback. So that takes the ball out to the 18-yard line. And it is going to be Danny Nutt again, the quarterback. Arkansas really has not generated anything. The 7 points they got, they had great field position to begin with. And they missed another opportunity when they got a fumble early on at the 33, picked up a couple of first downs and came away with nothing. And now that is Miller carrying the football, and Anthony Beverly made the stop, number 31, getting up there and helping Miller up. 6:44 to go until we hit the half. And at half, of course, it'll be Sports Center. And we'll be around with all the highlights and scores of today and all of the bowls that are set. And then we'll let the folks back at Sports Center try to tell you again what could happen in the Southwest. I issue the challenge to Sports Center. There are 5 possibilities of who could go to play Doug Flutie at Boston College. And don't you think Flutie, if he's come down from yesterday, that's Miller carrying the ball, don't you think he might not be watching? Ron Anderson, number 22, made the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 4 to go from the 25. They've got to get across the 29.
Fluty's got his arm soaking in ice. Can you believe that game?
Oh, no one can. 5:55 to go in this one, and it's 14-7 SMU.
I'm just so glad that you and I picked him as the Heisman Trophy winner eight weeks ago.
Well, when he had those 6 touchdown passes against North Carolina. Here's Nutt back on 3rd down. Nutt puts it out here, and it's going to be intercepted, and is intercepted by Phillips. Nutt hung that out to dry. And you could see nothing but blue, and it was easy to pick out Phillips with his 3rd interception of the year. And Arkansas is unraveling a little bit here.
All right, here they come. That's Jerry Ball. Look at, and the blocking is beautiful. He has time to throw the ball. I just got to believe that this thing slips out of his hand, Jim, because the ball never even got close to Luter's downfield. Number 26, Phillips picks it off. Here comes SMU again, and you better stop the run.
Morris and Pleasant both go wide to the left. That's big line of SMU on the much smaller line, and here's King. And throwing out there and has his man, and that is Pleasant inside the 30-yard line. First down SMU as Don King begins to go to the air. The total offensive leader averaging better than 181 yards per ball game.
All right, here we go again. Don King, the running game opens up the passing game, vice versa, but take a look. And here's Pleasant here, but when he catches the ball, he knows he's going to get hammered, and he sure does. They just sandwich him between Wyatt, and I can't see the guy on the bottom, but he was sandwiched between 2 people.
Jacobs wide to the right. Give it off to the Jeff Dupart, or Reggie Dupart, rather. And Dupart picks up a big chunk. And Paul, the very thing we talked about, the mammoth SMU line. And as Ken Hatfield said, that's the kind of lines we've been going against most of the year. Not this big, but SMU is beginning to assert itself on the line of scrimmage.
Reggie Dupart, he hits a hole about as fast as anyone. Now there's Cherico. Now they're blocking down on Cherico. That's Campbell again in there. But Reggie Dupart is Cherico laying on the ground. He says, what happened? And they are that much bigger, Jim.
Second down and about 4 to go. The ball inside the 25-yard line. Leach is the man in motion. They give the ball to Dupart, and Dupart fights his way inside the 20-yard line and may have the first down. I think he does.
That's just continuous effort by Reggie Dupart. He was hit at the 20-yard line, did not have the first down, then picked up the first down. You know, the interesting thing about this offensive line, Jim, we talked about the comparison about they give away almost 40 pounds. But there's one other thing that happens. When they go to Dave Richards, who is actually a freshman, number 77, as an offensive guard, he's 6'5", 300. That moves it up to an average of 279.
First down. The ball to Dupart. Dupart's got no place to go. Absolutely no place to go. Trying to get outside his blocker over there, who was Aaron Bolton, who was flat on the ground, and he couldn't get past his own blocker. And finally, Arkansas closed in on it.
Are we looking at Caldwell here? Raven Caldwell? They just blocked down on Raven. That's Ford, the tight end, the backup tight end that gets the play in there. They just demolish everything inside. But the great pursuit of Arkansas, that's a 1-yard loss.
Bolton is the man who caused it. He threw the block, as we said, and then he's down on the ground, and Dupart tripped over him. Second down at 11. We got 3:45 to go. And there goes King. King turns it downfield. Look out. King bumped out of bounds across the way by Kevin Wyatt. First and goal to go inside the 5. SMU beginning to pour it on Arkansas. The Razorbacks win tonight. They would be in the driver's seat for the Cotton Bowl. If they lose, it's over for them.
Double team Cherico, but the great block is on the outside when they block Mark Lee by Dupart and Hashaway. The halfback and the fullback, they just screamed. Mark Lee, number 22, and that opened the hole.
Inside the 4-yard line. Dupart, who scored once, trying to score again, will not score there. Basil was the first to get a hand around him, and then Ricky Williams got a hand around him. And he went down at about the 4. Second down and goal to go. Here comes a play in. As you can see with Kobe Morrison, sent in by Bobby Collins. What an outstanding job he has done. 28-4-1. This is his 3rd year at SMU. Did a great job at Southern Miss before coming over here. Arizona State tonight. Arizona leads 3-0 in the second quarter. But Sports Center will have all of those for you. Atkins is in with Dupart. First time we've seen that. They got the 2 tailbacks in there. Dupart's not going to go down. And look like Basil again Nope, that was Ricky Williams again, number 57, the freshman out of Little Rock who made the play. And it's third down and goal to go.
All right, watch this defense now. You see why they were number 1 coming in the conference. They just fill extremely well. Williams, number 57, the linebacker, in there. Now, the man I talked about earlier, number 77, David Richards, he's in the game, 300 pounds. That moves the offensive line up to an average of 279 now. Look at the size of that guy.
He is the first lineman to be the Parade Magazine Player of the Year. He was that last year out of Highland Park. And now here's King throwing and overthrows his man in the end zone, Greg Hubbard. And it's fourth down. And has SMU squandered a touchdown possibility with a first down at the 4? Here comes a kicking team. Arkansas down by 7. SMU looking to go up by 10. 2:11 to go. First half. We're at Texas Stadium. I used to say it the Wacky Whack, the Western Athletic Conference. This is the Wacky Southwest Conference now with what's going on. A whole bowl situation. So Brownlee is in and will try a 19-yard field goal. Out of the hold and from 19 yards out. That is good. And it is 17-7. SMU down 7-0 has scored the last 17 points to lead by 10.
Now.
Goals on each occasion. They got a big turnover inside the 30 from SMU in the first quarter and on the first play of the game and couldn't come away with any scores at all themselves. But SMU's been able to move the ball. Miller's the deep man and Stave to kick off. Well, Arkansas's got to get something going by halftime. It's 2:08 to go. Here's Miller to 1. Lost the 15 and out to about the 18-yard line. First man to get a hand on him was number 86, Darren Mitchell, an outside linebacker. Put the ball at the 18-yard line. Shebest is in.
Taylor comes in.
And here comes Taylor back in. So they went from Brad Taylor to Danny Nutt, and now back to Brad Taylor, as Nutt did not get the job done.
And they got to put the ball up in the air, Jim, and the guy that they want to get the ball to would be Shebest, number 25.
He got those 3 big catches first quarter and hasn't gotten one since, including the touchdown. Here's Taylor carrying the ball, pitching it back out to Bobby Joe Edmonds, and that's a good play over there by SMU's number 44, Kit Case. And Edmonds a little slow in getting up. He has taken some hits today.
Jim, that time the 2 linebackers, Beverly 31 and Kit Case 44, played it so well. Beverly came down, he was the outside linebacker. He took the quarterback. When he did that, Case came over to get the back. Edmonds put him down.
Shebest goes wide to the right. They're going with just 1 wide receiver. They haven't thrown to the tight end Eddie White yet, but he's only had 3 catches all year, so that's not unusual. Here's Taylor back. Taylor looking, Taylor throwing, and no, whoop, now a flag goes down. But so Roderick Jones was there, and Shebest tripped over him, whether delivered or not. There's a delayed flag thrown from way downfield, and that's going to be a first down, Arkansas.
Jim, I'll tell you, they have to talk this over because that was
unintentional. I don't think he did anything deliberately. They ran over one another.
Yeah, their feet got tied up together. Let's call it that. Let's take a look at it. Brad Taylor faking the play action pass. They know you're going to throw. He sets up. They're flushing him out of the pocket, and that time he steps up. But Shebest and Jones got their feet tied up together. There it is, play action. He's got good protection. Now he steps back up into the pocket, throws the ball. Now watch. Now, their feet just caught together, but they call pass interference.
All Arkansas has gained 30 yards rushing the football. SMU, against the top rushing defense in the conference, thus far has gained 158 yards already. Double that. You don't think they'll double it, but they could. They'd be over 300 yards for the game. Another half to play. Taylor, look out, gets the ball out to Bobby Joe Edmonds on a little halfback screen, and he's not going to go much of anywhere. But that does stop the clock as he gets out of bounds with 1:16 to go. 17-7 SMU. First half. And Arkansas scrambling.
Where do you see the hit at the end of this by Terrence Mann, if we have it all the way to the end? Taylor's back, and the rush is on. This is thrown backwards. Now, here goes Edmonds. Down the sideline. Watch here. Bang. They are hitting.
Rodney Fort comes in as a running back. Watch Taylor back. Taylor throwing for Shebest, and that is picked off again. And that is the man who makes the big hit, Roderick Jones, with his second interception of the year. Arkansas is having trouble.
They are in a lot of trouble with that one receiver coming out because Roderick Jones that time, all he did was watch the quarterback, steps in front. Now here comes Taylor. He has time to throw. Good protection by the line. But watch this. Look at the top of your screen. You see Jones? Nothing but ball. Green was also there, number 17.
It didn't show there, Paul, but to my mind, there was only one man downfield for Arkansas, and that was Shebest. Everybody just concentrated on him. Now King will try to get something in the last minute and 7 seconds. Well, tripped, and they will not get it, and this time there is no flag. Intended downfield for Ron Morris.
Now we just see the same thing happen.
Saw the same thing on this side, flag down that side, no flag. Well, it is second down.
If that would have been anything at all there, though, it would have been offensive pass interference.
All the confusion of the Southwest Conference about who's going to the Cotton Bowl came about today when Texas Christian was beaten by Texas A&M, and Texas was manhandled by Baylor, leaving the possibility for Arkansas, should they win tonight, SMU, should they win tonight, or Texas or Houston to go. There's a little pitch to Jeff Atkins, and Atkins gets down near the 40-yard line. That's enough for the first down, 54 seconds. They'll stop and move the sticks for the first down.
You know, this is a pretty play. It's that flip pass in front, and it's really a high percentage play because it is a pass play. If the ball is dropped, that's not a fumble. It's an incompleted pass, and they get the back to set up almost like a draw play, Jim, and then when Atkins goes up, they just flip the ball to him.
Hello to you folks in Houston. You should be reaching and rooting for SMU, because if SMU wins tonight, you're in the driver's seat to go to the Cotton Bowl. Here's King under a blitz, gets away from it, and will head out of bounds. And gets to about the 38-yard line, stopping the clock with 35 seconds to go. 17-7 SMU.
Raven Caldwell, number 84, is the man, the right defensive end that puts the pressure on King. You're going to see him come in. He just misses the tackle. You got to get under control. Just bang. Good feet by King. Moves to the outside. Jones, number 15, is going to run him out of bounds. He really had no time to look downfield. We're taking a look at the Arkansas coverage. Now watch. There are 3 men in the pattern. I really don't see anyone that's open at this particular point. And King did the right thing. Run out of bounds.
Second down and long, and King steps up with 35 seconds to go and calls timeout.
Only one left now.
It has been a day in which Arkansas started quickly because SMU fumbled. They couldn't do anything with that, but then Shebest caught a 9-yard touchdown pass from Brad Taylor to make it 7-0, and then just, well, Arkansas went out of the scoring business. Brownlee, after missing a field goal, added a 43-yard field goal in the second quarter to make it 7-3. And then Brownlee, 28 yards, 7-6, and then SMU really went to work. Newpart scored only the second touchdown against Arkansas in the last 18.5 quarters, and the 6th all year rushing the ball. Brownlee added another field goal to make it 17-7. After that touchdown, of course, they went for the 2, and King threw for the 2 to reach the tight end. 17-7 the score. Bobby Collins' team well prepared. Not to say that Arkansas is not well prepared. SMU is 7-2-0, 5-2 in the Southwest Conference. Arkansas, their last game, aside from a bowl, they're 7-2-1, also 5-2 in the conference. Ken Hatfield, outstanding job. And Arkansas since returning to his alma mater this year. Second down and long. All at the 38-yard line. King, what does he have time? How much time do you need? He's looking for Leach in the end zone and overthrows everybody. Coverage back there closest to Leach is Greg Lasker. It is third down. And that took 7 seconds off the clock. 28 to go in the half.
Yeah, there's an interesting play now by SMU. The only 2 people they sent out, Leach was 1, and 88 Albert Reese, the tight end. They only had 2 men in that pattern.
There's the score. There's the time remaining. Put the ball on the 37-yard line. It is third down. Pleasant on the near side. They think the flag is down, and so is Don King down. But the sack made by Calvin Williams, a defensive end. Number 13, a sophomore out of Greenville, Texas. The flag went immediately before Williams reached King.
Now what?
Well, Chris Beckett, a freshman, is saying it belongs, it's against SMU, and obviously it is.
Well, we've got fourth down now at 16.
Illegal formation on the offense.
Decline brings up fourth down. Arkansas's got to find a way to score. They've used both quarterbacks in the first half. And they got to find a way to stop the running of SMU with that big offensive line and to get to King with that big offensive line. Dodge Carter to kick the ball away to Bobby Joe Edmonds.
They don't have to kick. The clock is running. They've got 25
let it
seconds.
go, but they're going to kick it away. They should have just held on to it. But there'll be no return here as it goes into the end zone with 9 seconds left, but they do give Arkansas a play.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why.
I don't know why. I don't know why you even kicked the ball.
Hang on to it, let the clock run down. Okay, Arkansas, remember, goes if they win tonight and Texas and Houston win next week. That's right. SMU goes if they win tonight and Texas and Houston lose next week. There are 2 of the 5 possibilities. Texas can go if Arkansas loses tonight, which is going on now, and Texas wins next week, but Rice beats Houston next week. Houston can go if Arkansas loses tonight and they just win next week. If Arkansas loses, Houston is in the driver's seat. The fate is in their hands. As we said, if it's a tie tonight, Houston also can go if they beat Rice next week.
Citadel go into a bowl? No, Citadel
I don't think so.
Okay.
Running play, which should run out the time. 5, 4, 3. This first half is over after taking a 7-0 lead. Arkansas had 17 points scored against them. And we go to the half with SMU, which has won 3 of the last 4 with Arkansas. The other is a tie in command here at the moment. 17-7 at the half.
And Jim, that offensive line's going to get better and better because they substitute. And when they substitute that offensive line almost the whole thing at one time, Jim, they don't lose anything.
Remember, Sports Center's coming up with all the scores. In favor of SMU.
Well, I think the thing you brought up in the first half, Jim, that rushing yardage, take a look, 152 yards. Dupart 48, Atkins 71, King 27. They're controlling the ball. Arkansas, the turnovers. That kills you in a ball game. And the passing has just really not been that much. Nuts passed 4 times, completed 2 and an interception. Taylor 4 times, completed 3 and an interception. King is only 4 out of 10. So it's all in the running game. And again, I said before, Arkansas's got to keep their defense off the field.
The only turnover by SMU was on the first play of the ball game, and nothing came of it. So they have dodged the bullet that way. As you see Paul McGuire at Texas Stadium, there's the score. And Paul, when we came on the air, said that he would put a little piece of cotton around to remind these folks what's at stake. The Cotton Bowl is at stake, and the equipment manager of SMU did just that. He's got a little piece of cotton down there. And now the kickoff by Estave, and he'll be kicking the ball away to Carl Miller and company. And not only must Arkansas, with its reputable defense at number 1, giving up 10.1 points per ball game, but they've already given up 17, holding teams to the best rushing defense in the conference, but they've already given up 152 rushing. Must not only rectify that, but start to get some offensive moves of their own and get some points on the board.
They've got to change some of their game plan, Jim, and we got to see if that happens, sending more than one receiver out and giving the ball to someone else besides the fullback.
All right, we begin the second half. Estave kicking off, and this is Miller tracking it down at the goal line. With the 10, across the 20-yard line, and that is all. And now let us see who the quarterback is that is coming out. Remember, they started Brad Taylor, went to Danny Nutt, and came back to Brad Taylor.
I think it's going to be Nutt. No, it's Taylor.
It's Brad Taylor coming out.
Well, he's 3 out of 4. Well, actually 4 out of 4. He threw 1 to SMU.
All at the 22-yard line. Shebest is in there as the split end. Marshall Foreman is the fullback. Bobby Joe Edmonds, 1 halfback, and Carl Miller, the other. And here's the pitch back to Bobby Joe Edmonds. He gets to the running room and trips over his own man. And, of course, a fine play by Anthony Beverly, number 31 also, but that's a good gain on first down, out near the 29-yard line. Defensively, linebacker 97. Jerry Ball had a good first half, 34 at the nose. Tackle Joe Phillips 91. The linebackers Anderson 22, Briggs 54, Case 44, Beverly 31. Your corners Roderick Jones, what a first half he had, number 1. Reggie Phillips 5. He also picked up 1. And now you can see not much there as Jerry Ball makes the hit on the ball carrier Bobby Joe Edmonds, and completing defense Keith Brooks 13, Tim Green 17. And they're just shy of the first down at the 30.5-yard line. Third down and about a half a yard to go.
That time Jerry Ball, the nose guard, was in the backfield. He almost took the handoff.
Now they're sending in John Eichmann. And out goes the linebacker. So they go to 4 down linemen and have only 3 linebackers. And Terry Tatum checks into the backfield, number 34, offensively for Arkansas. And here's the first down by Bobby Joe Edmonds. Tackle made by Reggie Phillips, number 5. But Bobby Joe gets across the 35-yard line to the 36. So Arkansas puts together a first down and is on the move, trailing 17-7 in the third quarter. Mike Every, who has been hurt, a guard, has come back in and is playing at his guard spot on the left side. Lots of time left for Arkansas. They're patient. Taylor drills the ball over their low, picked up by Shebest, his third catch, tackled by Roderick Jones. Shebest has not made an easy catch yet. He's reached, he's stretched, he's leaped, and now he goes down to the ground.
All right, there comes Brad Taylor now. He's going to throw and take a hit. Bang, that's Phillips, number 91, that hits him. Shebest, you're right, he's out there. Jones is covering him. Watch this. Watch how he goes down. The ball is thrown where Jones can't get it. Shebest goes down on his knees. That's a good catch. He drops the ball. Jim did not catch it.
They say he did at the second down, a half a yard. Watch Marshall Foreman. You know they're going to give it to him, and he gets it and gets the first down and moves into SMU territory. First down for the Razorbacks at the 49-yard line of SMU. 13-11 to go, third quarter. Remember, if Arkansas wins and Houston and Texas win next week, Arkansas goes to the Cotton Bowl. If SMU wins, Houston and Texas both must lose next week for SMU to go. If SMU wins, Houston will be in the driver's seat by beating Rice. They would go. Here's Taylor. Looking one way, now throwing it out, and wow, on the catch across here. And that man, and now they're asking for Shebest. They say that he was roughed again, but again, Paul, it was not an easy play for Shebest. Brooks put the hit on him, but Shebest made the catch.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Shebest makes a great adjustment on the ball. You see Brad Taylor, he's backing away. He's going to throw it out to here to Bobby Joe Edmonds, but he sees Shebest making his adjustment. Watch this. He'll make an adjustment back on the ball. Look at this. Back to the outside again. He was going inside, outside, and then Keith Brooks gets him, and this is what they're complaining about. He throws him on the ground right there.
Second down and 6 to go from just inside the 45. Arkansas with a good move, and Bobby Joe Edmonds very close to the first down. Got down to the 40, ripped back. It'll be third down and a half a yard to go for an Arkansas first down.
Bobby Joe Edmonds hits a hole that wasn't there, and watch the adjustment that he makes on a counter play back. See the adjustment? He looks back to the inside, now back to the outside. Beverly, 31, the linebacker, gets help from his friends, and that's Tim Green, 17, along with Beverly.
Off the subject, the Kwansai Geikeen University Band is here, the sister band of the SMU band, all the way from Nishinomiya, Japan. And there's the first down for Arkansas, and you're saying, why in the world am I talking about that? That's a not so subtle way of saying Paul and I will bring you an all-star game from Japan on the 12th of January live from Yokohama, the Ricoh Japan Bowl. The Razorbacks have another first down, mark it inside the 39-yard line, and this drive started, remember, back at about their own 19 or 20-yard line. Shebest comes back in, he's okay, he'll trot out to the right side. The flex bone you're watching, like the normal wishbone there. Now down the sidelines, it is picked off, and it is picked off by Keith Brooks. Yet another interception. They put one man downfield, and that was Shebest, and they were all around him, and Brooks stepped in and made the catch.
Jim, Brooks does the same thing that Roderick Jones did in the first half by reading the quarterback. You're seeing Shebest come off. Jones has got him one-on-one, but he knows he's got help. He lets him go. Watch Brooks come in. Reads the quarterback, takes the ball away. Again, you're absolutely right. Only one man downfield in the pattern. You've got two defensive backs, Jones and Brooks, covering Shebest. Brooks gets the interception.
And you've got an SMU man down and hurt, but SMU's got the lead 17-7, has the ball at their own 45. Tonight's game from Texas Stadium brought to you by Chevrolet. We invite you to see today Chevy, drive today Chevy, live today Chevy. Don King comes on, first down, 45-yard line. SMU, second man through is Dupart, and he picks up a yard or so, and that is all. Next weekend, Paul and I'll be at Austin, Texas. Losers today against Texas A&M. The winners today are TCU.
Jim, now watch from the secondary. We're going to see how you have two guys covering one man, short and long. Now watch Brooks. You see him right now. He's looking at the quarterback all the way, not even looking at Shebest. There's Jones, number 1 out in front, gets an excellent block on Foreman, number 32.
Second down from the 47-yard line. And King pitches out to Dupart again, and Dupart is wrestled down by Basil, but he's got a first down inside the 45-yard line. There's Keith Brooks, his 4th interception this season. Arkansas has had 4 turnovers tonight. And they're the two quarterbacks, good quarterbacks, but unable to get anything going tonight. They have scored 1 touchdown only on a pass to Shebest in the end zone, who made a rather remarkable catch. We've got 10:45 to go, third quarter. It is 17-7 SMU. Morris goes wide to the left, and Jacobs to the right. And they give it to the fullback, and that is Morrison. And Kobe Morrison gets down to about the 40. And now it is second down and 7 to go.
Well, Kobe Morrison, he's the fullback, doesn't carry the ball that much, but watch this when he does. Watch the leg drive of Morrison. Now, he's already picked up 2 yards, but he's going to pick up 2 more yards by just keeping his legs moving, stretching out.
David Adamson checks in. Adamson, a sophomore out of Dallas, number 27. He is a wide receiver. Second down 7. King pitches the ball back to Dupart, and look out, there goes Reggie. First down inside the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Nick Miller, along with David Basil, the 2 linebackers.
All right, let's take a look at the Arkansas linebackers, Miller and Basil. Miller goes down. Basil gets caught a little bit to the inside. He's going to make a play on Dupart, but he's already picked up the first down. There's a great block by Hellestray, number 70, on the outside. Watch this block. He knocks down Mark Lee, 22, opens the gate. There goes Dupart for another first down.
SMU scores here. They could perhaps put the gut pull out of the reach of Arkansas. Dupart gets down about the 25-yard line. Down by 10, as we're down to 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Arkansas has to stiffen here to stay in the ball game, because they've shown little or no offense at all since the first quarter. Stymied not only by the good defense of SMU, but 4 turnovers.
Turnovers, which causes gray hairs. But I'll tell you, this offensive line, Jim, is just awesome.
Well, we have said it is pounds bigger than the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Plays in the same stadium. King, nice move there, and that is Caldwell chasing him, and he goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It'll be third down and about 5 to go.
Jim, this offensive line, let's watch him now. They're going to block down. See him turn? Now King is moving to his left. They're turning. Reggie Dupart comes back and gets a sensational block in the top corner of your screen on Basil, number 53.
Here is the big play for SMU. If you're a rooter, and everybody in Houston is rooting for SMU to win, because that would put the Cougars in the driver's seat, and Arkansas if they're to stay in the ball game. Third down and 5 to go. King dropping straight back. He's got 3 receivers downfield and throws, and Morris has the ball at the 5-yard line. First and goal to go, SMU.
Morris just went downfield, Jim, and just ran away from Kevin Wyatt. Morris 23, Kevin Wyatt 7. Now watch King when he goes back. He's looking at Morris the entire way, all the way across the field, but looks behind. You see number 7, Wyatt, had no chance.
You say he ran away from him. Morris has run the 100 meters in 10.4. He can run away from a lot of folks.
I hope so.
First down and goal to go. SMU up by 10, looking to go up more. Atkins and Dupart both are in there. The two tailbacks, Dupart and Dupart. Touchdown! SMU trying to put it out of reach for Arkansas. And at worst, Arkansas is going to have to open up to get back in this ball game.
They have to. Dupart just picks his way and keeps his legs going. Continuous motion here. Continuous effort. Look at, he ducks underneath, finally comes out on the other side, and that's where you're saying Dupart, but look at the strength of Reggie Dupart. Just drags people for 2 yards. Watch him duck underneath here. He goes underneath, so they can't get their hands on him. Nick Miller, 47. He's hit by Lasker, number 3, at the 2.
Brownlee puts it up, and it is 24-7. Dupart has scored twice tonight and now has 13 rushing touchdowns on the year. 24-7 SMU. SMU.
Yeah, but watch the two backs. Hashaway and Atkins right there. No, excuse me, that's Morrison and Atkins. They take the linebacker, which is Basil, out of the play. When they open up the hole, Dupart, just a continuous effort on into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, again, we must say that Arkansas has been giving up a little bit better than 10 points a ball game. On the year, they've given up 24 to SMU tonight. They've given up 1 touchdown in the last 7 quarters. They've given up 3 tonight. And they've beaten Houston, which if SMU wins tonight would be in the driver's seat to go to the Cotton Bowl. So now this ball will hit and go out of the end zone and will come out to the 20. They beat Houston 17-3, Arkansas did. And 2 weeks ago beat Baylor 14-9. And 14, as you take a look at that scoring, 14-9. And Baylor manhandled Texas today, and they shut out A&M last week 28-0. And A&M knocked off Texas Christian today. So you can see that 10 points per 7 game average is going to go way up after tonight. Nothing is going right defensively for Arkansas, and with the 4 turnovers, they've done very little right offensively. Shebest goes wide to the right, and now they bring out their tight end Eddie White wide to the left. They have to open it up. Brad Taylor's going to open it up to Bobby Joe Edmonds, and Edmonds with Beverly and company make the tackle at the 25. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from there. Also in on the tackle was number 34, Jerry Ball, came over there.
Kind of strange to see a 34 being your nose tackle.
All the way over there with Phillips.
Came in as the back.
Shebest wide to the right. 24-7. 7:54 to go. 3rd quarter. Brad Taylor back. Puts it out there to Bobby Joe Edmonds, and now he's got to try to make it on his own. And he may do it. He's getting some blocks. They seal him off, and the fine play by Reggie Phillips takes him out of bounds, and that may be enough for the 1st down. He gets across the 30-yard line.
We talk about number 34, Jerry Ball, who is the nose tackle. Watch this. Now, here's the play he's making out to Bobby Joe Edmonds. Remember, this is a screen. Getting away from Upchurch to center. Now he moves out. He's in a position to make the play. Now he's got to come back all the way back to this side. But when I was watching Bobby Joe Edmonds run, the only man he had out to block for him after he made that cut, Jim, was the quarterback, Brad Taylor. It wasn't a very good block.
Arkansas is not too happy about what's happening, but Brad Taylor has become their all-time leading passer as a result of tonight's play. He's going to try to throw again. Puts it down here, and no, a chance for Theo Young, and the ball is thrown wide and out of bounds. And now it is 2nd down and 10. 4,606 yards Taylor's thrown for in his career at Arkansas, and that puts him number 1 at the school. There he has moved ahead of Bill Montgomery and a fellow by the name of Joe Ferguson up in your hometown of Buffalo.
Joe, good quarterback. He's been hurt, plays hurt.
Arkansas 7:35, still lots of time to climb back into the ball game, but they got to get something going and not turn it over. Taylor still has the ball, and no flag thrown as Reggie Phillips came over. That was Lueders trying to catch the ball, and Phillips came over, the ball was thrown beyond him. It is third down.
Reggie Phillips, what a great play he just made from that cornerback spot, because Lueders was coming, the ball was thrown to the outside. When he goes over the top, he's got to make sure he doesn't hit him with his left hand. He just goes over the top, and I don't know whether Lueders could have caught this ball or not, but watch this by Phillips. Look at this play. Does not touch the receiver, goes over the top, makes the play. Beautiful.
3rd and 10. And Taylor, dropping very deep, gets the ball away, and there's Shibest again making another good catch. First down in SMU territory. Anthony Beverly books him down. But Shibest makes, and that's a good play by Taylor, too. He was under a lot of pressure.
All right, Taylor's going to get hit after he throws the ball. Just take a look. The pressure is on from the outside, and that's going number 35 that hits him after he throws the ball. But Shibest, another circus catch. Watch this. Jones is covering him. That's Roderick Jones. But he goes back to the inside. The adjustment on the ball, Jim, is so crucial. And then Anthony Beverly, number 31, the linebacker, makes it. But Shibest can make an adjustment.
He has made a lot of adjustments, but he also showed he's got very good hands. Tremendous hands. He hangs on to the ball. Taylor turns it upfield and gets 2 or 3 yards to the 45-yard line of SMU. Clock continues to run. 6:50 to go. 3rd quarter, 24-7. SMU.
Anthony Beverly, we talked about the linebacker. He is just a very good one. He sees the play now. He sees Taylor with it. He just doesn't want to overrun the play, comes back in and makes the stop. I couldn't believe that Brad Taylor that time cut back into the heart of the defense. Wait a minute.
SMU sweater and a Razorback helmet. Well, that's walking the line.
Don't commit yourself.
Time is called by Taylor. Big play. 2nd down and 8 to go from inside the 45-yard line. So while he takes time, we'll take time. 6:22 to go, 3rd quarter. There's the score, 24-7 SMU. More jokes about these 2 schools in football, more good play out of these 2 schools in football than nearly any other rivalry in America. And we will be there at Texas and Austin next Saturday night, Paul and I, 7:30 Eastern Time. Texas started today. Odds on favor of the Cotton Bowl. Now, a lot of things have got to happen before Longhorns go. One of the reasons why A&M's win today. Taylor back, has his man open, and guess who? Shibest at the 35-yard line. Phillips on him. That's a first down for Arkansas. Move the sticks, and the Razorbacks have something going. Down as they are by 17 points with 6:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Shibest comes out. Lueders brings in the play.
And again, you know, you've got to give this man a lot of credit, Shibest, because he is the only man in the pattern. The tight ends stay at home and block.
Halfback, Bobby Joe Edmonds, and nothing there as Kit Case makes the good play. At the line of scrimmage, he falls forward, and Phillips jumps on top of him, but Kit Case made the play just at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down at about 7. I wonder who she's rooting for. A lot of color there on the fingers. And Eichmann comes in. John Eichmann has come in. Normally when he has come in as a 4th down lineman, and they take a linebacker out. And now he's in as a 3rd down lineman. There's Taylor looking and getting away from Jerry Ball, but has lost ground. Jerry Ball, a nose guard. Let's get another tackle for a loss. He started tonight's game with 13 tackles for losses, and they have a few tonight.
He's just tough. He hustles all the time. We saw him on that one play, the screen to Bobby Joe Edmonds, where he hustled over to the side where the screen was. This time back in the quarterback's face. He just keeps continuous motion. They said it's so tough to block him because he never stops. And that's a good thing that linemen do, defensive linemen. If you keep your legs moving at all times and don't try to take the man on head up to try to get around him, you can get to the passer.
Fort brings in the play. And here on 3rd and long, that's Edmonds, and Edmonds is not going to get the first down. 4th down, and a decision here of what they're going to try to do. Kit Case again and on the play. Other games tonight, Arizona State 7-3 over Arizona in the 3rd quarter. LSU 10-3 over Tulane in the 3rd quarter. And remember, the Chevrolet College Football scoreboard is after this game. Also remember that we've got the Chevrolet players to pick for each of the schools. But we've got 4:21 to go, 3rd quarter, 24-7, SMU. And they're making a decision on the sidelines what to do on 4th down.
Well, moms and dads.
Fourth down from the 33, and they bring in 2 wide receivers, both Shebest and Luters. And Bobby Joe Edmonds is in there. Terry Tatum is in there. And it's 4th down and 8 to go to keep this drive alive. Luters on the short side. Shebest split wide to the wide side. Taylor. In trouble. Has to get it away, and he's going for Luters, and it is no good. At the 4-yard line with Tim Greenwhite with him, number 17. And so now SMU takes over. The drive of Arkansas is stalled, and they still trail by 17 points.
Brad Taylor running for his life. He really had to get out. He knew he had too far to run for it. Here comes Taylor. Now watch on the top side. You're going to see on the right-hand side of your screen where the pressure comes from the outside. Now, here's Taylor. He squares himself up and throws. That was Jerry Ball, number 34, that went whistling by, and he knew he was going to get hit.
Now SMU puts 2 wide receivers to the left, both Jacobs and Pleasant. And King hands the ball off to Jeff Atkins, who had a big run setting up the first touchdown by Dupart back in the first half. Gain of a couple. It is 2nd down and 8 from the 35-yard line. And you can see that the second quarterback, Andy Nutt, who played a lot of the second quarter, is loosening up, and they'll give him a shot to see if they can't do something. 1 for 3 for -6 yards. Clock is ticking away. The folks in Houston, if SMU wins, all Houston's got to do is beat Rice next week, and the Cougars go to the Cotton Bowl. Here's a pitch back to Atkins, and a flag goes down as Atkins goes down at the 38-yard line. The flag went down. There haven't been too many flags tonight, Paul. That's a blessing.
Arkansas has not had one penalty, I don't believe. I know they didn't have any in the first half, and I don't recall any so far in this third quarter with 3:30 left.
And one of the killers is Arkansas has only got 1 timeout left.
All right, Miller and Basil, 53, excuse me. There's Miller coming down the line of scrimmage and making the play on Atkins. That's hustle.
You did hear what I say. Arkansas has got 1 timeout left and better than a quarter yet to play. Here's a big penalty coming up, and let's listen to Frank Shepard, our referee. Well, either he didn't turn on his mic or it's broken. Bobby Collins' team well in control. If he wins tonight, he'll be 29-4-1 in his 3 years here at SMU. But they've got another regular season game at UNLV, which is on its way to a bowl game. That'll be next week. 2nd down, 23 to go. To give the ball to Jeff Atkins. Atkins is not going to get the first down, but it'll be 3rd and short. It was 2nd and 23, and now it's going to be 3rd and about 2, a pickup of 21 yards.
They sealed everything to the inside. Look at this, to the left of the screen. They sealed everything is inside. Caldwell can't get outside. Now watch Atkins. Watch what he does near the end of it. They think he's going out of bounds. Wrong. He picked up another 4 yards by diving.
SMU got off to a ragged start on the very first play. Don King lost a pitch out. Arkansas jumped on it but did not score. Arkansas went on to score on a pass to Shebest, and since then it has been all SMU. They've scored 24 consecutive points. Arkansas is looking for another point. And that's King, and he is ridden down. Caldwell led the tacklers, 84. He had some other folks over there with him, including Nathaniel White, number 6. And that's going to be shy of the first down.
Tight ends don't really do a whole lot for either one of these teams, but watch this block here on the outside. Now that's Albert Reese. He releases off of Mark Lee, 22, goes downfield and knocks Kevin Wyatt on the ground.
They will measure to see whether or not, and if it's, I don't even know why, because I would assume that they'd kick it away unless it's just inches to go, and even then it'd be perhaps better to kick it away. They've stymied Arkansas. They got that far to go. Oh, they will kick the ball away. California Bowl. You will see that here on ESPN. That'll have Toledo and UNLV, the Independence Bowl. You see that here. That's Virginia Tech and the Air Force, a Holiday Bowl. That'll be BYU against Michigan in the Aloha Bowl. Well, we don't know. SMU and probably Notre Dame. I didn't hear that today after they won. Here's a kick to Bobby Joe Edmonds at the 18-yard line, and Edmonds is down after a return of about 3 yards. Gets it across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. 2:28 to go, third quarter, and this ball game has become an SMU dominating affair since the early going in which Arkansas. Now, the Bluebonnet Bowl, also here on ESPN, still up in the air. Rose Bowl, you know that's going to be USC. And Ohio State, and that's what I was talking about. Paul and I'll be in Japan, the Rico Japan Bowl, which is an all-star game. Danny Nutt is the quarterback. Arkansas still with better than a quarter to go. Nutt hands off to Marshall Foreman, his fullback. He had 2 wide receivers, but hands off to his fullback up the middle, and Marshall Foreman gets 9 or 10 yards. Anthony Beverly, number 31, down at the bottom. And that'll either be well, that looks like it's just about a half a yard short. Clock continues. Well, they'll stop here. Well, they're going to measure again. Yep, they're going to measure again. This has been a wild, wacky bowl situation. Oklahoma finally made it down out of the Big 8 to the Orange Bowl. Well, they'll face Washington. They've got that far to go. Cotton Bowl is still up for grabs. If Auburn beats Alabama next week, they will go to the Sugar Bowl. The Gator Bowl is South Carolina, perhaps, and, well, we'll see what happens in the other bowls before we see who goes to the Gator Bowl. Georgia has already committed itself to the Citrus Bowl to go against Florida State. It's confusing, Tony.
Not to me, because I don't care. I know the ones I'm doing.
You just show up.
That's right. I know I'm going to be.
Second down and short for Arkansas. Oh, Bobby Joe Edmonds runs into his quarterback, but he's got the first down. Nutt and Edmonds ran into each other, but Edmonds gets the ball to the 35-yard line, and it's first down Arkansas.
That little crossfire action where Bobby Joe Edmonds comes back this way. The backs go one way, Bobby comes back this way, and he runs right in to Danny Nutt. But Danny Nutt gets out. Well, he learns how to get out of the way anyway after you get in front of your ball carrier.
A tall order and a much different offense we'll have to see for Arkansas to pick up the 17 necessary to tie this game. And a little bit better than the quarter left. Just one wide receiver out there again. Here's Nutt going across, and there's the man again, Shebest, and he is taken out by Roderick Jones again. Jones has made outstanding hits. He's 6 feet tall, but only weighs about 164 pounds.
And I'll tell you one thing, he puts all 164 pounds in when he hits someone. Take it, Shebest coming across, Roderick Jones, number 1. If you're going to catch it, you're going to pay for it right now.
First down, Arkansas at their own 46-yard line. Shebest has had a great night. Who the quarterback is, he has gotten loose and made tough catches. Nutt still got the ball. Bad pitch, goes out of bounds, intended for Edmonds. Now that's a loss on the play back to about the 40-yard line. So it'll be second down and 16 to go.
But when you take a look at this play afterwards, watch Bobby Joe Edmonds now. He knows the ball is going out of bounds. That's where he wants it to go. He can't dive on it back there. Just let the ball go out of bounds. Stay away from it.
Well, there's several surprises. Arkansas in its last games has scored 28-14, 28-17, 18-24, 31, 33 points. That's 7 tonight. That's Bobby Joe Edmonds out there on the wing, and he's not going to go very far, and that is T.D. Briggs, number 54, the linebacker, making the stop. It'll be third down and 16. On the other hand, in the last games, Arkansas has given up no points to A&M, 9 to Baylor, 6 to Rice, 3 to Houston. So they've given up 24 tonight. In a game in which they knew that if they won, the probability would be they would go to the Cotton Bowl. Now they bring in Brad Taylor and bring back Shebest and take out the quarterback Nutt on third down and 16 with 40 seconds to go third quarter. 2 wide receivers as Luter joins Shebest.
There's no one out here on Shebest, and he was waving to Brad Taylor. Never saw him. There's no one covering him still. All Brad Taylor's got to get the ball.
Here they got it clear across the field. First down, Shebest. Shebest inside the 20-yard line, tripped up by Green. He was there forever. Taylor went to the other side of the field, away from where he was, and finally spotted him and threw him across field.
Sheebest lined up and was waving at Taylor to not one defensive back. Look at him. He's saying, there's nobody on me. Here he is now. He goes downfield. You're not going to see a blue jersey for a long time. Taylor's waiting. Or Sheebest is waiting. Brad Taylor was forced out of the pocket. Couldn't get the ball to him right away. Now look at this. All the way across the field. Now you finally see some blue shirts. They blew the assignment to defensive secondary.
Ball on the 19-yard line. Edmonds gets inside the 15. 5 seconds to go. Could be the last play of the third quarter. The fourth quarter is coming up. Arkansas trails 24-7, but are on the move and inside the 15-yard line of SMU. 15 minutes to go. Look at what James Sheebest has done tonight. He's caught 8 balls for 125 yards and owns the only touchdown that Arkansas has thus far, that back in the first quarter. And now it is second down. And 5 to go for Arkansas at the 13 of SMU as we begin the fourth quarter. This is Paul McGuire looking on at an attempted comeback by Arkansas. And that is Bobby Joe Edmonds, and Edmonds gets down to about the 8-yard line and may have the first down if he gets the ball inside the 8.
Jim, interesting lineup on this thing because they've got Franklin and Eddie White, both tight ends, lined up next to each other. They're on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, here comes Edmonds back. There is a block by Tatum on Briggs 54, but they're lining up. They've had both tight ends on the same side of the field down.
Yet another measurement on this drive by Arkansas, but they have it by almost the length of a football here. First and goal to go. They try to pull within 10 of SMU with nearly a full quarter to go. But they've turned the ball over 4 times, remember. But this is their best drive by far of the game. Now coming in with a play is Theo Young, a tight end 87. They've thrown to him twice tonight. He has no catches.
Now they have a tight end on either side of the line.
Tatum is in there. The ball is given to Marshall Foreman, and look at that. Boy, what a job Ball did on him. Jerry Ball just took him on head on and put down Foreman, the smaller man.
Marshall Foreman almost dropped the ball. Didn't have control of it. He had to slow up. It gave Jerry Ball enough time to recover and make the play.
Second down from the 7-yard line. And now Luther Franklin comes in, and Bell comes out with a play. And this is Marshall Foreman again, and you can see Basil up top and a bunch of folks down at the bottom. And it's going to be third down and goal to go from the 3. Arkansas almost has to take this in. Young Ken Hatfield trying to figure out how to get some points on the board. Can't waste this, the best drive of the night for Arkansas, with time going away. 13.5 minutes left.
Jim, since they got the ball inside the 10-yard line, they've gone with just 2 tight ends and no wide receivers.
Trying to bang it out against a pretty doggone good defense of its own, SMU. Third and goal to go. Taylor turns it in, touchdown easily. Now Phillips was trailing the pitchman as Bobby Joe Edmond, and nobody had the quarterback. Wiped out on the play, and Taylor carries it in for the score.
Quarterback option, knowing that they're going to run the football. Now watch the blocking. They try to cave everything inside. Kid Case, number 44, gets blocked right there. Brad Taylor walks in. Nobody to touch him.
And now on comes Villarreal to attempt the extra point to draw them within 10 with 13-14 to go. Keith Brooks is the man down and hurt. He is the strong safety. Had 3 interceptions coming into tonight's game, and like nearly everybody else, he's had one.
Keith Brooks, number 13, down there. It looks like it's all right. I can't see him in the picture right now. But watch, they seal everything to the inside. The corner man must stay out there. That's Phillips with the pitch man, Bobby Joe Edmonds. He has no choice.
I did not see what happened to Keith Brooks, but he is still down in the end zone. Out of Andrews, Texas, a junior. as Brad Taylor comes over to Ken Hatfield to talk it over.
It might have been a center, Andy Upchurch, number 52, that gets to Keith Brooks, number 13 in the blue. Let's take a look at it. All right, there we see Brooks, and here comes Upchurch. Now here's the block. Gets him right at the knees.
He's right in the left knee, and he is being helped off the field.
And there's the touchdown. No one around.
Well, Villarreal remains the man waiting to try the extra point to make it 24-14. There's a real loss. Oh, but it's just the bruise rather than anything like ligaments or cartilage. Taylor to hold. And for the second time tonight, Villarreal will try an extra point. It is up. It is good. And with 13-14 to go, it is 24-14. Arkansas has scored for the first time since 2:51 to go in the first quarter.
Lots of...
Tonight's game from Texas Stadium brought to you by Chevrolet, who invite you to see today's Chevy, drive today's Chevy, and live today's Chevy. A reminder that if Arkansas wins tonight, if Houston and Texas win next week, they would go to the Cotton Bowl. If SMU wins tonight, Houston goes to the Cotton Bowl if they beat Rice next week. That's the simplest thing that we can tell you involving these two teams. There's Kobe Morrison, who was deep. Back there along with Donald Allen. And Hodge kicks off. Mikey Thomas, who used to return the kicks and got hurt, is back and returns this one and gets it to the 16-yard line, where it is SMU's ball, 1st and 10. Now it's up to Arkansas, that #1 defense in the conference, to go ahead and try to do something. Maryland knocked off Virginia today, 45-34. LSU leading Tulane tonight, 10-3. Arizona trying to give Arizona State a rather bad season after one person picked them #1 in the nation in the media.
I didn't.
Our buddy Bino. Oh, Morrison. Hello there. He is put back. What a fine play. That was Beecham. Rodney Beecham, the junior from right here in Dallas, Texas.
Watch Morrison. Morrison and Beecham. Here comes Beecham through. Morrison just gets hit by Beecham, and there was no place to go. And that's square up. There's no way that the fullback, Morrison, is going to run over Beecham.
Arkansas stop him here. Quick score, and this is something. Look at the yards rushing. Almost double what they normally give up. And not much there either. Ball is carried by Ducard. Tackle made by Calvin Williams and Kevin Anderson. Now 3rd and long.
SMU, they have their 2nd offensive line in the game.
Tell you what, if Arkansas, and they can get back in this ball game in a hurry, they come back and win this thing, it's going to be one of the comeback stories. Not as dramatic, perhaps, as Miami and Boston College the other day, but they got a chance for some real heroics here. Don King, they got to hold him here if they can. King trying to get outside and is close to the first down, but does not get it. It's 4th down from the 23-yard line, and they'll have to give the ball up to Arkansas.
Not only does he not get it, but he runs out of bounds to stop the clock in the process. There's 11:49, plenty of time to go, but as you said, Arkansas, is that right, Jim? They only have 1 timeout remaining.
That's what we were told. Dodge Carter to kick the ball away to Bobby Joe Edmonds, and he can fly. His best return of the year has been 53 yards. Beautiful kick. Driving Edmonds well back inside the 25-yard line to the 22. Looking for somewhere to go, and there's not much there. Gets out to the 30-yard line, and now Arkansas will try to get it going again. Looking at the clock, 11:37 to go. SMU 24, Arkansas 14. Jim Simpson, Paul McGuire, Texas Stadium, 11:37 to go with Pete Brooks injured. Donald Allen, number 12, takes over at strong safety for SMU. Taylor hands to Bobby Joe Edmonds and is stood straight up in the air by Reginald Ballard, the freshman linebacker out of Galveston, Texas. It's second down and long, about 9. Bobby Joe Edmonds has had a fair night tonight. They haven't gotten all they want out of Bobby Joe because of their offense, not because of Edmonds. He's got 4-4 speed. They've been trying to get him to the outside in the last couple of games. Haven't been able to do it too effectively. Second and 9. Brad Taylor knows he's got to throw, setting up a little screen to Edmonds. And Edmonds got nowhere to go out there as Reggie Phillips makes the stop. And it's going to be third down and long from a 31.
Jim, I was watching Reggie Phillips because Shebest came down and made a block on Reggie Phillips. He read the play well. When Shebest blocked him, he knew that the screen was coming to the outside. Got away from James Shebest, came up and made the play for no gain. That was a beautiful play by the corner.
10.5 minutes to go. Third down and nearly 10 to go for Arkansas. And Eddie Lee, a tight end, replaces Luters, a wide receiver, with the play for Brad Taylor. Eddie White. Taylor has the time, puts it out here. Shebest by himself. He's got the first down. Wrestled down by Donald Allen. At the 46, that's his 9th catch. On third and 9, he picks up about 24.
I can't believe he's that open. He's the only man they throw the ball to. All right. Jones is out there. Roderick Jones is out on Shebest. He gets hit there. He gets knocked back into the inside by Gomes, number 35. And look at Shebest. You can't leave the man. Allen, now, we don't know whether Donald Allen, the safety, who's filling in for Brooks, was supposed to move over after Jones put the pop on him.
It almost looked like Lewis Roderick didn't go back. He didn't worry about him at all.
Oh, the offensive lineman moved. Number 71, David McGee.
So that's going to make it first down and 15.
It's the first penalty, isn't it?
I think so, for Arkansas. Marcus Elliott, the senior, conference, all-conference player out of Little Rock, move. That'll take the ball back to midfield and make it first down and 15. Watch the clock for you, 9:53 to go. SMU by 10.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Still first down.
Bobby Collins knows it is not over yet. Arkansas needs 2 scores. Taylor pumps one, now puts it up, and out of bounds. That is Eddie White. That was back there double teamed, and the ball was thrown wide. It is second down and 15.
They had some other people over. You know, it's very easy up here. You say, why would you throw outside to Eddie White when you have other people downfield? When the rush is on, you're just trying to find any white shirt that's in the vicinity. You don't have time to look all over the place.
A lot has happened today in football in the Southwest. Same thing had happened.
You know, it's very easy up here. You say, why would you throw outside to Eddie White when you have other people downfield? When the rush is on, you're just trying to find any white shirt that's in the vicinity. You don't have time to look all over the place.
A lot has happened today in football in the Southwest. Same thing had happened in the Southeastern Conference a week ago when Mississippi State upset LSU and then brought it to parity ineligible for a bowl. Today, Texas lost. Texas Christian lost. And now the Cotton is wide open. Oh my. Taylor gets the ball away and out of bounds. Hands on it by Tim Green. But that was Rodney Fort, who was downfield.
Again, here we go again, Jim, talking about the pressure. Brad Taylor, you talk about run for your life. Not only one, but there are like 4 or 5 guys chasing him. Brad Taylor is getting out of there in a hurry. Smart thing, he throws the ball, goes out of bounds, knows he doesn't want to take a hit. Briggs, 54, was there.
All right, Paul, they'll have Luters and Shebest, 2 wide receivers in there. They've got 15 yards to go for the first down. Last time they were 3rd and 9 and hit Shebest. Shebest is now wide to the left and Luters comes to the right. Taylor in trouble. Can't get it away. It's 4th down. 4th down. Eichmann makes the stop. Number 65. And so now they're ostensibly going to kick it away as Greg Horn comes on the field.
We talk about it so many times in this kind of position in the game where the defensive linemen just come after him. They just put their heads down and go. Eichmann, number 65, gets away from the block, of Tatum, number 34, and makes the play on the quarterback. And Brad Taylor's limping.
He certainly is. He is limping off the field. Here's Horn with only his second punt of the night, 9:20 to go. And SMU will get the ball back. Andrew Livingston standing back inside his 15-yard line. Well, Arkansas has had a few moments in the sun here. Now they're looking for something. Livingston is there and falls on the ball. Falls on the ball. Almost happened for Arkansas, but SMU's got the ball in the 10-point lead with 9:04 to go in the game. Now they send Morris and Pleasant both wide to the left. King handling the ball for the first time in a long while, gives it to Atkins, and Atkins isn't going to get anywhere but out to about the 15-yard line. A pickup of about a yard. It's second down and 9. Now, Brad Taylor, we told you he became the all-time career passer for Arkansas. Now he's the all-time offensive total leader for Arkansas. But Arkansas still trails by 10.
Jim, Andrew Campbell, we talk about him, the All-American. Watch what he does. Now, he hits on Lee, and he turns his body, seals him to the inside, lets him go when the ball carrier goes by, and then picks up Beecham.
This is King. Pitching back. Atkins, no place to go. The ball pops out. He was jumping on it very quickly. He was down. Beecham jumped on the ball, but the play was down. It is third down and long for SMU. Clock running, 8:15 to go. Still time for Arkansas.
Don't get too conservative. Don't stop doing the things that got you 24 points.
Now Calvin Williams comes in and replaces a down lineman. And so the rush will be on here for Arkansas against King. Now SMU puts two wide receivers wide to the right, spreading out that secondary defense. And King is running to the right. And he's not going to go anywhere. It's just across the 15-yard line as David Basil makes the stop. The junior out of Panama City, Florida, and Arkansas is going to get the ball back.
Jim, if you watch King that time, and the last time on third down, he did the same thing. When he's rolling out, he's not setting himself to throw. He's going to have to throw the ball on a run when he does that. He's not giving himself a chance to set up, try and find a receiver.
Dodge Carter kicked away the ball to Bobby Joe Edmonds. Not the same kind of kick this time, and Edmonds will have a chance here and does get a few yards. But good field position. 7:06 to go. 24-14 SMU. And now we'll see whether or not Taylor can come back out after he hobbled off after the last series. Rain has begun to fall here in Irving, Texas, at Texas Stadium. Brad Taylor is back on the field and will engineer the squad. He's still got just one wide receiver. James Shebest has got 9 balls. He is wide to the left. And Taylor goes back and puts it over, and there's that man. And 10 of them dragged down by Reggie Phillips. First down, Arkansas, 36-yard line. You know the combination, and it works nearly every time.
They had Reggie Phillips, number 5, one-on-one on Shebest. Here's Brad Taylor play action. Look at, he's only looking at one man, and that's Shebest. No double coverage on the outside. Watch this. The move to the inside. Phillips slips. Shebest goes back to the outside, but you don't see another blue jersey there. Why would you play that man one-on-one? You've got to double cover him.
Well, there's nobody else going up for a pass anyway. Not that you can't run where a back should be, but here's Taylor. Looking again, and now he's going for Theo Bell and almost intercepted. The play made by Reggie Phillips down there. Inside the 10-yard line. Theo Young went for it.
Theo Young becomes a defender. Watch it play at the end of it. Phillips has the interception, but Theo Young strips him of the ball. Passes on target, trying to hit the seam in the zone. There is double coverage out there. But watch what Young does. Let's get him away from the ball. Pull his arms away. Good play.
Good play. Sophomore out of Newport, Arkansas. Second down 10. Clock now down to 6:34 to go. SMU leading by 10. Taylor from behind are coming. He gets the ball away, and there's catch number 11 for Shebest. And very close to a first down.
And pop number 12 for Phillips. Shebest just went across the middle and just got himself between the zone. Watch, he's working himself, waiting for Taylor to get the ball to him, and here comes the pop. Turn, bang. Actually, Phillips knocks Shebest to the first down marker.
Sheebest, not a man of great speed, but has all the moves and can adjust and has great hands. At 38 catches before tonight, and tonight has, by my count, 11 already. And let's see whether or not Arkansas picked up the first down to keep their hopes alive. Stretch it out. They did not by that much. 6:20 to go. But a score here. There's still time for Arkansas, but they've got to score here. There's Sheebest. 11 receptions, 170 yards. I wonder who the Arkansas Chevrolet player of the game will be.
Probably the kicker. You know, you've got the defensive line, and we're looking at the defensive line. That's Linebarger right there. Number 65 is Eichmann. And Jerry Ball is there. And also, they got the 4 men in there now. Okay, with Phillips in there. They've got to put the 4-man rush. They were trying to go with 3. When you only have 1 receiver going out, let him go.
Derek Thomas, the fullback's got the first down. And more inside the 20-yard line. Phillips dragged him down, but Derek Thomas, the sophomore up at Duke of Kentucky, made the stop.
They just, offensive line, watch the work on the offensive line. He goes through the hole. Jerry Ball's there and misses the tackle, but that's just power from Thomas. He picks up the first down. They are at the 20-yard line. About 6 minutes and counting.
There's Thomas again, and Thomas rips for another 5 yards down to the 15-yard line, and the clock continues to run down.
Well, not second-guessing anyone at all, but this Arkansas, with only 1 timeout left and running the football, they see a weakness up the middle. That's the second time Thomas goes up. 1 for the first down, now for another 4 or 5 yard gain. But the problem is they can't stop the clock. You've got to start throwing it.
Arkansas must win to keep its hopes alive. Derek Thomas has the, well, I think he's got the first down at the 10-yard line. Arkansas must win to keep its Cotton Bowl hopes alive. If they do win, and Houston and Texas win next week, they go. If they lose, they're out. And Houston must only win over Rice next week, and Houston goes. And Paul and I will be at Austin, Texas next week for the A&M Texas game. A&M upset any chance of Texas Christian today, and Baylor took care of Texas today. That is a first down and goal to go with 5:15 to go, and they start the clock again.
3 straight plays to the fullback, Thomas, right up the middle.
This time, Bobby Joe Edmonds, and he is dragged down as he went by T.D. Briggs, number 54.
Jim, it just seems obvious to me at this point, it probably proved to be wrong. There's Ken Hatfield on the sideline looking concerned that they're going to try to go, this is a 4-down situation. They're going for the touchdown first and worry about the field goal later on.
Getting the ball back on potential onside kick. Got to get the touchdown first, though. And here's Taylor. And Taylor is met head on. He had a pitchman back there, but Ron Anderson took care of Taylor. And now he and Edmonds say something to each other as he did not pitch it back to Bobby Joe. There was a man on Bobby Joe Edmonds, a defensive man.
There was, and they played it well. Here's the line blocking now. You see the blocking down the line of scrimmage. Anderson is being blocked by the tight end. Then he moves back. That's Franklin, 82, blocking him. Moves back in and takes the quarterback. Again, they're running the ball. Now we're getting inside 4 minutes.
Roderick Jones was the man ready for Edmonds, had the pitch gone there. Now Taylor looking. Taylor throwing over to the end zone to the corner, and the ball is in or
Touchdown.
out. Touchdown. They finally say, and it's Sheebest again. A delayed call by the officials over there.
Is he something?
12 catches, 2 touchdowns, and none of the, well, some of the catches have been easy, but none, hardly at all, have been easy. He's made circus catches like this.
Play action, offensive line doing a super job blocking. And then Brad Taylor looks all the way to Sheebest. He's not throwing anyone else. Now watch the move on Phillips here. Sheebest is out. Phillips has him covered. He's watching him. He's right there, but watch what happens. Sheebest, concentration on the ball, catches it, inbounds, touchdown. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, I tell you what, there's Taylor going up. Now, let me ask you something, Paul. You go for one here, field goal ties it, does nobody any good, aside from Houston. So you go for 2, or do you go for 1 and then figure the heck with the field goal, we'll try to get the touchdown later?
I say you go for 2, because They got to win the football game. Tie doesn't do either one of these teams any good. Here comes Brad Taylor again looking nothing but Shebest. But what's the concentration of Shebest? There might have been, when the other angle that we saw this replay where he put his hand on the back of Phillips, could have been offensive pass interference.
Well, remember now, if Arkansas wins tonight and Texas and Houston win next week, Arkansas goes to the Cotton Bowl. If SMU wins tonight and Texas and Houston lose next week, SMU would go. But if SMU wins tonight, Houston must only win next week. So Arkansas has got to play for a win. Nothing else will do any good, and it looks like they're going to go for the 2 instead of the 1, and then go for the touchdown. Here are other possibilities of how Texas can go, and Houston, if SMU wins, will be in the driver's seat. So Brad Taylor's coming back out. He's coming back out with 2 wide receivers, Shebest and Luters, and they are going for the 2, which would make it 24-22 if they do it, and a field goal could win it if they get the ball back.
I put 4 guys on Shebest.
No. Everybody. There's Brad Taylor. Back. He's going to be hit. Can't get the ball away, and no good. Now don't need a touchdown. Anthony Beverly led the way. The 2-point conversion is no good. Beverly blitzing from his linebacker spot. 24-20.
All right, Brad Taylor just dropped back straight. No play action, and look at Beverly. Number 31, the linebacker, just came in, made the stop. No 2 points. You think he's happy?
With a special introduction to trends.
Is the big play, although there are nearly 4 minutes left. So if they do not get it here, and they're going to kick it away, and that surprises a lot of people. And it was taken back in the end zone by Allen. It'll come out to the 20-yard line, and it'll be up to the Arkansas defense. That's apparently what Ken Hatfield has said. Let them have the ball, start on the 20, let's hold them for 3 downs, and have about 2 minutes in which to go ahead and try to win this game. Let's see if they can do it.
Again, we must remind you the big problem. Arkansas only has 1 timeout remaining. That's a problem. But there's 3 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Receiving yards, Arkansas 202, Shebest 180.
Who got the other 22?
I don't know. Bobby Joe Edmonds, I think.
And there's Dupart. And Dupart just stood up at the line of scrimmage on a fine play. By number 22, Mark Lee, the senior linebacker out of Creve Coeur, Missouri. It is 2nd down and long for SMU. SMU ran off 24 straight points, and now there have been 13 points added by Arkansas, and SMU will try to get back in gear.
And it happened, as we talked about, Jim, it was 24-7. You got into the conservative offense and stopped doing the things that got you to 24. Go after him. Is he through now?
Here's King.
There it is.
Oh, my, he's got a man all by himself. Morris. Morris has got the ball, and Morris is going to be run down. Maybe. No!
Yes, he fell on the 1-yard line.
On the 1-yard line. First and goal to go. They went out of the conservative business. They've been doing for over a quarter, and they hit Morris, and nobody was expecting that. They're expecting SMU to stay conservative.
Man, do I like this call. Watch this offensive line block now. They're turning their bodies to the inside. Here comes King back. He's got all day. And Ron Morris, number 23, was so far behind the secondary. Kevin Wyatt was the only man close. Kevin Anderson is coming across. Look at the balance here. Gets to the 1-yard line.
And now they'll try to punch it in. Dupart looking for his 3rd, has his 3rd. 3rd touchdown of the night, the 14th of the year rushing the ball.
When you take a look at the dive, watch this offensive line. They just bury everybody on Arkansas. Dupart goes over the top with nobody to touch him. The offensive line, what a great job they did once more.
Now remember, while everybody who follows SMU is cheering and those who follow Arkansas are disappointed, Houston stands to be the big winner tonight. If they beat Rice next week, Houston goes to the Cotton Bowl if this score holds up. And SMU will go to the Aloha Bowl. They're standing by to give them an invitation. Brownlee to try the extra point. It is good, and it is 31-20 with 2:51 to go. Arkansas trails. They were within 4, and now they're down by 11. SMU's done an outstanding job, and it's going to be 8-2. Now, in the Peach Bowl, Virginia and Purdue. Cherry Bowl, Army in its first bowl ever against Michigan State. Citrus Bowl, Georgia and Florida State. Rose Bowl, we've known that. Southern Cal and Ohio State. Holiday Bowl on ESPN, BYU and Michigan. Orange Bowl, Oklahoma beat Oklahoma State, goes to face Washington. Hall of Fame, Wisconsin and Kentucky. Sugar Bowl, Auburn, if it beats Alabama, will go on to play Nebraska, otherwise LSU will. California Bowl, another ESPN Bowl, Toledo against UNLV. SMU's got to play UNLV next week. Independence Bowl on ESPN, Virginia Tech and the Air Force.
Jim, on Dupard's run, he goes up over the top, but watch the offensive line. It's just beautiful. They bury Arkansas's defensive line and linebackers. Dupard goes over the top, nobody to stop him.
80 yards, 3 plays, 1 minute. After Arkansas thought they were back in the ball game, and indeed they were. But 3 plays and 1 minute, they're down by 11. And 2:51 on the clock. Remember, there was 3:51. This is Miller. And he gets up to about the 25-yard line. And now it is a first down from the 25. And Brad Taylor and company now really must open up. King is 6 for 12 for the night. And 146 yards, 79 of those on that play to Morris. A flag on the play here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Roughing. Well after the play. Face mask. Giving you a lot of options here, you know.
Okay, well, we wait for Frank Shepard to tell us. We'll tell everybody the junior guy have to pick the Chevrolet players of the game, and we'll select one player from each of the team on behalf of Chevrolet. And SMU and Arkansas will receive $1,000 apiece for the general scholarship funds.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the defense. First down.
Okay, from the 40.
All right, what we do now is take all of our cameras and you put them on number 25 and find out what happens.
12 balls and 2 touchdowns. And this is Edmonds across. Oh, he slips at the 40-yard line. And it's second down at 10. There has been some rain coming into Texas Stadium tonight. 2.5 minutes to go, and the clock is running. Arkansas winding up its season tonight apparently will be 7-3-1, 5-3 in the Southwestern Conference. Came into the game with a chance for the Cotton Bowl. Will leave if they lose. Without that chance. There's Taylor. He needs something in a hurry. And there's a catch made by number 26 this time. That is Luders who makes the catch. A junior out of Siloam Springs. And the clock, they can't stop that. Ball at midfield. It is third down and short.
Three-man rush. Three-man rush. They've got to get some.
There's Thomas, the fullback, and Thomas runs and has the first down at the 35. That will stop the clock while they move the sticks with 1:48 to go.
And they got the hurry-up offense, but you know what I'm saying is you got the three-man rush, Jim. They brought Jerry Ball back into the game. They had Terrence Mann, number 92, in the game. Ball is back in, but still three-man rush. You've got to put more pressure on the quarterback. Ball's there.
There's pressure there and thrown down on a fine play, and that is Jerry Ball. Got the ball away, Mr. Whipple. No problem. SMU's expected to, after the game, accept the Aloha Bowl bid, and should a combination of circumstances send them to the Cotton, they'll worry about that later.
Jerry Ball just runs around the offensive guard and center, and look at that, one hand. Now we got movement in the offensive line. That's another penalty. Mistakes. Mental errors.
Hogs have no timeouts left. And the very basis of the game and how they win, that is on defense, is not held up tonight. They've given up 31 points. They've been averaging 10.4 points a game. They'd only given up 1 touchdown in the last 17 quarters before tonight. Dupart alone has 3 tonight. And rushing, well,
False start, offense.
the offensive line of SMU has put big numbers on the board for the SMU backs. Second down. And 25 to go. There's Seabest again. It is not a first down, wrestled down by Roderick Jones, but that is the 13th catch of the night, and that is about a third of his entire season outlook. He came in with output. He came in with 38 catches, has 13 tonight.
And that doesn't stop the clock because it isn't a first down. They're inside a minute now, 55 seconds and counting.
Third down. They got to have something in a hurry. Got to go downfield. He's going to throw that ball out of bounds, which stops the clock with 47 seconds to go and gives him one more shot. It's fourth down. Now, let us assume, and it's a pretty good assumption, that SMU is winning this ball game. And that means Houston Cougars and your followers, should you beat Rice next Saturday night, Houston goes to the Cotton Bowl. Texas is out. Texas Christian is out. Arkansas is out. And SMU will be on the way to the Aloha Bowl. Only can SMU go if next week Houston loses and Texas also loses to Texas A&M.
Houston sitting home and Houston smiling.
Oh, yeah. Fourth down. Their biggest game, of course, is a big upset of Texas. Fourth down. They're putting it up, and there's Luters, and he's got it. Touchdown. It's not over yet. 40 seconds to go. Can you believe this? It is now 31-26. That was a fourth down play for Luters' touchdown.
Taylor knows that they're going to be coming after him. He tells the offensive line, just give me one more time to throw the ball. Give me some time to set back. He does. Nobody around him. Does not get touched. He throws the ball to Luters, covered one-on-one by Roderick Jones. But I'll tell you, Tim Green, number 17, I don't know if the safety was supposed to be over there doubling, but he never got there in time.
Well, they're going to go for the two, although it's really academic. A tie does not send either one to the Cotton Bowl. It would still be, if Houston won, they would go to the Cotton Bowl. But they're going to go for two. And why not? Get all the points on the board you can. But one would do just as well. You might as well go for the two. You need a touchdown to win this thing. Here's Taylor back. Taylor throws into the end zone, and it is good. And that is Luters again. He does both of them. And now it is 31-28 with 40 seconds to go. I like it.
No timeouts for Arkansas. Brad Taylor, cool under fire. He's looking, said, Chief S, I knew you were open, but I thought I'd give Luters one more shot. He got 6. Let's give him 8. Look at this. Steps up in, fires the ball way to the outside. No chance for the defender to get the ball. That's Reggie Phillips. He had no chance to be there.
Now you know it's going to be an onside kick.
Okay, here's the touchdown to Luters. Now he's number 26. Shebest is up on the top side. You can see Phillips covering him. But he's going to throw to Luters, who is covered really one-on-one by Jones. Now, what I'm looking for is number 17. You see him coming into the picture, Tim Green. I don't know whether he was supposed to be doubling up and helping back on the backside, but he never got there.
Here's a whole situation. 31-28. 40 seconds to go. No timeouts for Arkansas. Ken Hatfield's team has to try the onside kick, has to get the ball back. At the moment, everybody is on the right to the wide side of the field and nobody on the other side of the field. Now, they may change that before they kick off, but you can see everybody is on this side of the football, toward you.
They better get a guy out here on the corner. I mean, there's about 10 yards from the inside guy to the sideline.
And that's what they're going to try to do, and there's a diving catch made by an SMU man. Let's see who that was that came up there to get that ball, because that means... Is that Dupart down there? Who is that? That is Dupart down there.
Reggie Dupart.
3 touchdowns, and he gets that ball. And it's man is hurt. It's an Arkansas man. 40 seconds to go, and SMU's got the ball and a 3-point lead.
Remember, that ball did not go 10 yards. Arkansas couldn't have touched it, but once Dupart did, then the ball became live.
The hurt Arkansas man is David Dudley, a reserve linebacker, and he is coming off the field.
Jim, no way. Arkansas, with no timeouts, cannot stop the clock. They've got to put the ball in play for one play. At 40 seconds. We got 2 people down.
Other one down. Well, okay. Barring the turnover, which you would not expect because King need only touch his knee down one time, as Paul said. After the 26 possibilities to start of the day, we'll give you the remainders of them in a moment.
Well, this is, you know, you just sacrifice your body. All of a sudden, when you kick an onside kick, the people are supposed to go down there and knock other people out of the way, away from the ball, and you just throw your body in there. That's suicide.
No, it is very simple. Did I say that? Did I say it's very simple? If SMU wins this ball game, and it looks as though they will, Houston will go to the Cotton Bowl if they beat Rice next week. SMU can only go if both Texas and Houston lose. Now, Texas can go if Houston loses next week and Texas beats A&M, where you and I will be in Austin, Texas. Yes, sir.
Let me say this to the Houston players.
All right.
Rice is sitting in a position, and don't you know they want to knock your socks off, because they want to knock you out of the bowl. When any time a team that has a chance to knock another team out of a bowl game, they're really going to come after you. Rice has nothing to lose in the ball game. It's going to be a good game to see.
That's Steve Jones, a strong safety or rover, being helped off. And now, as we said, Don King only need touch his knee down. Taylor tonight was 20 of 29 for 248 yards. That gave him the all-time career passing and total offense record for the University of Arkansas. That is his, as King touches down his last game. And now they'll let this thing go down as much as they can. Right now, we've got about 30 seconds to go.
They're holding it. They're holding it until they get onside.
Arkansas had it in their hands. If they won tonight and Houston and Texas won next week, Arkansas would go, but SMU and that big offensive line proved too much. And, of course, there were the 4 turnovers that really hurt the Hogs. This should be the last play of the game, and King will take his time.
Oh, flag. Flag down.
I tell you what, they got more reception yardage, passing yardage than Arkansas, but that's not their game. And they did not win. Had since 1971. It is offside. And Hatfield, his club will wind up 7-3-1. Bobby Collins will be 8-2-0. They'll accept the Aloha Bowl bid tonight, but they've got to still play Nevada, Las Vegas next weekend. Nevada, Las Vegas is going to a bowl itself, remember. They're going to play Toledo in the California Bowl. And now it is all over. So, SMU has won. Arkansas still has not won in the last 5 meetings. SMU's won 4 of the 5. 1 has been a tie, but the big important thing after all the upsets today, if Houston beats Rice next week, the Cougars have it in their hands. They go to the Cotton Bowl against Doug Flutie and Boston College. Should they lose, it's a different story. We've given you all of the ramifications. 2 bright coaches, nice coaches, Hatfield and Collins, here, and the final score. SMU wins it, 31-28. Now you can eliminate one more, Arkansas, from the picture of the Cotton Bowl, as SMU has knocked the Hogs out. 31-28, SMU wins, keeps their bowl hopes for the Cotton slightly alive. It is up to Houston now, but of course they are going to accept a little bit later the Aloha Bowl bid, contingent on what happens. Now, to our Chevrolet players of the game. For Arkansas, is there any question? It is James Shebest. And why not? All those balls he caught, 13 for 199 yards and 2 touchdowns. Many times he was the only man down the field, and yet he got open and made those catches, many of them great catches. On the other sideline, obviously the offensive line of SMU did an outstanding job on the defense, but also defensively for SMU, Jerry Ball with 13 tackles, a couple of those for losses, plus a sack, gets our vote also. So Chevrolet will send on in the names of Shebest and Ball to Arkansas and SMU a check for $1,000 to each of the general scholarship funds of Arkansas and SMU. A final word from Texas Stadium in just a moment. SMU wins 31-28 over Arkansas. Now Houston, if it knocks off Rice next Saturday night, will be the host in the Cotton Bowl. If Houston does not,